You can still go to.
When I showed
You just got on your page?
Yeah, I came in September.
Hey. You watch it from perspective though, it's like it seems like it's so powerful, but when you look at it from the outside, it seems like a regular slide. Yeah, I read this about myself. It's just like
Right, Shalom. The GMS Virginia camp back out here once again to do what we've been called to do, and that's prophesy. Before we get started, like always, want to give all praise and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, HaKadosh.
Give honor to our teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all collect.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Yeah, not for, against. Not an agreement, against. All right? That's what the prophet's job is to do. To prophesy against the kingdoms of men. All right? The kingdoms of the heathens that's been ruling on the face of the planet before Yahweh comes back and sets up his kingdom. Now the word prophet means to say before. So we're telling you people what's going to come to your kingdom before it happens. Now, you know, this year and the end of last year, we was harping on Baalins. We was telling you Baalins was coming. Well, what just happened this week? The second largest bank crash in U.S. history. Why was it so big? Because the bank that crashed, well, it wasn't really a crash. The bank, what was it called? SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. The reason why it was such a big deal is because the people that had their money in that bank are motherfuckers with actual businesses. So you had businesses like Roku, it was a digital currency company. I think it's called Circle or some shit like that. But basically, these motherfuckers that got these digital companies, they said over 90% of them had over the insured amount in the bank. So that, you know, the FDIC insures up to like 250,000. So if you got, I think Circle had like 30 billion or something. Somebody had billions in that motherfucker. All right, now they're saying they haven't been able to get their money back, but they're saying Monday they may be able to get 250,000. Now, if you had, let's say you had $10 billion in the bank, and you may be able to get 250,000. That's a brother give me unlawful abuse. That's unrighteousness on a whole nother scale. So that's not even a percentage of your fucking money. What is that, man? That's some shit to make a nigga blow out his brains. Now, if you're owner of a company and you gotta pay people this month, what if majority of those, because a lot of those guys, they don't keep their main assets in those banks. They keep the work paying money in those type of banks. So imagine if you got a company, you gotta pay employees. With all the money to pay the employees is fucking gone. You the CEO, but you still gotta pay managers, you know what I'm saying, the members of the board, all the way down to the grunt workers, the fucking janitors. But there ain't no fucking money to fucking pull out the bank. So that's a trickle down effect. Now, we've been talking about these bail-ins, but which that shit was orchestrated, all right? Because they really wanted to stop that, they could stop it.
Yeah.
All right? What they want is to bring this new digital system.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's so important is because you're about to see this happen more often. You've already been seeing it with these other banks like Bank of America. But it's going to come to a bank near you. Because they've already said, well, the FDIC, the FDIC said it themselves. And these are motherfuckers that insures your fucking money. They said, look, we don't want to warn the people. We don't want to tell them that bail-ins are coming because then they'll go run to the banks and then that'll cause bail-ins. So just let them believe. This is what they fucking said. For the people that believe in the banking system, just let them believe. This is the FDIC. The motherfuckers that's insuring your money. Now, the common Negro, the average Israelite, you don't really got no savings, bro. You ain't got no fucking savings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the average nigga keeps his money in the bank. Because that's just how he keeps his $500, know what I'm saying? May have a stack, 1,000.
Yeah.
Keep it in the bank. He grabs from that. Now that nigga gonna lose his fucking mind when he can't go grab that 500. When he can't go grab that 300, that little 300 he needs. Because everybody is living off paycheck to paycheck. And when you gotta, when you gotta get bread and you can't get it, these niggas is gonna go crazy. But that's what the prophet's job. That's what we're out here to warn you motherfuckers. We sound the alarm, the watchmen in the town, we sounded the alarm to let you motherfuckers know that the impending danger that's gonna come upon you rebellious people. Nobody gives a fuck when the prophets is saying these things, but then when it happens, you're looking for answers. But the person you're running for answers for is the motherfucker that caused the problem. Government. Give us answers, government. Well, the government is the reason why you're in the predicament you're in now. And it's beautiful that this happened during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right after the Passover. Things are about to kick off, right? Because Revelation 12 and 12, brother, hold there. The devil know he had but a short time. Things are about to speed up. The days are going faster and faster. The seasons are all fucked up. Here it is. It was warm the past couple weeks. Now we're heading toward mid-March and it's dropping back down again. Everything is thrown out of whack because the man that runs the earth don't give a fuck about, he don't care about the earth. He cares about controlling everything that's on the earth. I don't give a damn if I destroy the earth. Just let me control what's on it. But that was a blessing given to the sons of God, going back to Genesis. We were given the dominion over the cattle, over the fish, over the plants. He wants that. But he wants on a level that no man has ever seen before, to the point he can control your thoughts, put thoughts within you. All right? That's what this whole mark is about. Controlling your every move. Even when we was on plantation slavery, he couldn't do that. So this is gonna be worse than plantation. Remember, I always say, look, Jake got it fucked up because they think because they can work at McDonald's, work at Walmart, that they free. Nigga, you could do that at Jim Crow, right? You never got out of captivity. The Lord gave you a grace period. He gave you a longer leash for a time for the elders, elder teachers to come up, all the Bivens, High Priest Ariel. He gave us a time period to come up and get this truth up, right? But once that grace period closes, you're gonna realize, oh shit, we still in fucking harsh captivity, because the devil, he gonna throw you even deeper in captivity, right? Go ahead, brother. Let's go. And that's what his charagma is about. Right? When we was on the plantation fields, he didn't know exactly every single thing that was going on. If you got that charagma, he knows your fucking thoughts, right? That's heavy. He wants to restrict sex. You can't have sex with him. That shit may be able to control your fucking bowel movements, bro.
And you control the brain, you control all the body parts, and with the whole body.
Good point. Yeah, the brain facilitates everything, all the movements. It tells your left pinky to move. That's the majesty of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, how they created this beautiful body. But the devil wants control of it. You know?
That's what he said, put it in the forehead or right hand.
Yep.
The forehead,
Of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war and of evil and of pestilence. These Christian pastors don't bring that over. They don't tell you that the prophets speak against kingdoms. And America is a kingdom. It's not, it's like these people don't even realize America is a kingdom. They think it's just, like, if people don't even, that's why history is the greatest teacher. History will tell you why things are, how they came to be, right? And who you are. If you don't if you straight say fuck history, I'm just trying to, get some of the breadcrumbs off the double table. I'm trying to achieve the American dream. Fuck history. Fuck what happened in the past. You don't even know where you're going. History tells you where you're going. But see, people don't give a fuck about history. They only care about the dollar. Chasing the dollar. A hamster wheel chasing the dollar. You're a hamster in the wheel, they got the dollar hanging in front of you. But history will teach you that there has been many kingdoms greater than this one. And America is an empire.
That's why they say always, of course they got it from the scriptures, but they always say history always repeats itself.
History always repeats itself. What makes an empire? Financial power. Slavery, which builds it up, but once it's built up, it becomes an empire. So you have the financial strength, the military strength, and you force your religion upon people, right? right? You go back to ancient Egypt, they had the financial world, they had the military strength, right? Scriptures even said, look, woe to you to go down to Egypt for help because you trust in horses and chariots. That was back then. That was something it applies to now, but that was actually talking about back then. It was mighty, right? That was an empire. Same thing with America today. You look at the world today. America has a military base down there in everybody fucking country. It's a kingdom. It's an empire. But history teaches us that empires fall, kingdoms fall. It don't last forever. But these people just think America just been here forever. But really, it's the youngest kingdom ever. It only been in power for a couple hundred years. You had kingdoms in power for thousands of years, man. You know, hundreds of years. You know, America's short time been very short. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You want to do the Isaiah 10 or go back to Jeremiah?
Revelation.
I got that. Righteous decrees.
Oh, get on the right time.
This is Isaiah 10 and 1, and it reads, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they prescribe.
And that's an unrighteous decree. All right, that if we need to and we have to, we can just use your money to get our ass out of trouble.
Yeah.
That's what the word bail means. Like, bail me out of jail.
Yeah.
Bail me out of this situation.
Yeah.
Well, they telling you, nigga, we gonna bail ourselves out by bailing in your motherfucking money. Right? We gonna use your money to get out of this situation. That's why nobody ever went to if everybody went to, like, we got the same bank. Everybody, if we all went to the bank and said, look, we all want our money out. If everybody that's a consumer of that bank went today and said, let's get our money, we want our money, they can't give everybody.
Exactly.
Because they only insure you up to a certain percentage.
That's right.
And that's when you'll find out, oh shit, this is fake money. It ain't real. It's just numbers in the computer. So you look at these celebrities like Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James, they billions of dollars, millions of dollars. Them niggas don't have that shit. That shit ain't tangible wealth. That's not in land. That's not in cattle. It's not in gold and silver. It's numbers in the computer. That's what happened to these celebrities too. Jay-Z, all these niggas. They don't have the tangible wealth. You know who do? Esau. Esau got the cattle. Esau got the land.
He got the gold and the silver.
Esau got the gold and the silver. Your money ain't back by shit off the damn. Oh, you the first black billionaire. You just got more numbers typed in on the computer. That really you can't even get all of them out. And you got to go to certain banks to pull out 500 grand. That are able to pull out that much for you. Even then, they have limits that they can pull out. Daily limits that they can pull out. How the fuck you got a max limit on your money? A max limit you can put on your money. This is your money that you earn, but you have a max limit of what you can pull out. That's an unrighteous decree. The scriptures tell you, you pay a man his daily wages at the end of his work, and he gets all of it. He don't you got a max. You get this. Oh, and before we even get to that point, they already done taxed our shit out the wazoo.
That's why they call it net, not gross. Net.
That's unrighteous decree. Grievous prescribed, which is what the devil does. He rules by that pen and paper. He gets you in contract agreements. He loves that pen and paper. Because when you come to get him, you're like, yo, you fucked me over. We didn't fine print. I ain't lie to you. He does it by the paper.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I took this medicine, I'm fucked up. Need a fine print. He said if you took this, 90% check, your eyes will fall out. And don't come for me for help. You got that? Go to
Yeah, right. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse
Because to maintain the little money that you have, what are you gonna have to take? Look at what? And it's gonna get real bad out here, man. I'm pretty sure you got some Edomites right now that had that money in their bank. They probably had a small startup business. In the crib, drunk, in a white tank top, shit leaning, you know, the tank top leaning, and they drunk. He yelling at the kids, at the woman. "You fuck away from me, Susan." You know, you're the fucking problem. You don't want to tell the family, nigga, we bankrupt. This is real life that's happening. But me, what is that? Boxing matches. Put the bread and circus, which is just convenient that they got one of the biggest boxing matches of the decade, probably ever.
Yeah, for real.
You know, it's rare you get two prime boxing fighters in their youth at the height of their prime. In fact, that's very rare with them boxers, especially in this day and age. They don't do that no more because everybody wants to fucking have an undefeated record. You don't see guys fighting two superstars in the prime of their height. But why is that? More distraction. Yeah, like those type of, they used to do that often back then. They didn't give a fuck about being undefeated. They would fight the best. Now you got so many guys in these weight classes that are in the same weight class that are undefeated, that have belts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the weight class to tank them. You got many dudes in that class that's undefeated. They don't want to fight them. You know, it ain't the same. But now they say, look, let's put this fight together. We need these distractions. You know what I'm saying? So they got the bread and circuses out there feeding the people. And when you go back to ancient Rome, people were constantly being fed the Colosseum games, constantly rooting on the gladiators, right? A key, what's the dude's name? One of my favorite shows, Spartacus. Yeah, let's go Spartacus. That show was bad. Brothers ain't seen Spartacus. Watch all the seasons. Straight amazing. And that's real. That's a real story. That's Spartacus was a jail. All right, they were sold into slavery under the basically what Rome had. They were called domineers. All right. Showtime. Yeah. Okay, Showtime. Basically, Rome had what you call domineers, which was Edomites that had money, enough money to have slaves, and they decided we're gonna make our slaves gladiators. We're gonna fight in the gladiator games for money, make money. And they would just raise up slaves to be warriors. All right, Spartacus got so he said, this shit ain't fucking right. And he raised, after he became a star within the gladiator games, he raised up an army amongst the slaves. Because those were jakes, man. Those were jakes fighting against Edomites. Of course, they got their ass beat, but what you expect? There was many uprisings with Jake going up against Edom. All right?
Let me see this.
But yeah, the bread and circuses, all right? They consumed the bread and circuses. So just like during that time, rooting on the gladiator games, Rome was decreasing more and more. Taxes were increasing.
Because they kept growing larger and larger, you know, the military kept expanding.
The military kept expanding. But the reason that was a problem because you had a lot of clan groups warring against Rome. So they had to branch out for them. We got to go to this part of Europe, over here, to fight this clan group that's rising up, to fight this clan group that's rising up, fight this clan group. Meanwhile, your border is steady getting weaker and weaker. Not to mention your economy, because war costs what? Money. Where's the money coming from? The citizens. So the citizens were poor.
Your taxing hell out.
And another good show for brothers to watch, I always tell bros, when you watch this historical show, the show Rome. The show Rome tells you a lot about what was going on during the time of ancient Rome. I ain't talking about the documentary with going into the seasons. I'm talking about actual show Rome. Right? It shows you a lot of what was going on during that time. Rome was just bugged the fuck out. And what made it worse, the rulers, they were so self-concerned with themselves. They didn't give a fuck. Right? You had this weirdo, what was this nigga's name? Nigga was bugged out. This nigga, here it is, Rome ain't got no money. He said, build me a statue.
Oh, Nero?
Yeah, Nero did it. Nigga, build me a statue. You know what I'm saying? As tall as heavens. They told this nigga, I watched this documentary, they told this nigga, yo, you don't have the money. He said, Dad. That's how he said, Dad. Fucking crazy. And that's what Esau's concerned about himself. While his kingdom is falling apart before his eyes, he's just concerned with his glory, his wealth. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, buddy.
No, what I was gonna say was, what a lot of people don't know is, when you deposit your money in the bank, it's no longer your money. It's the bank's money. And when you withdraw your money, you're borrowing what you put in the bank from the bank. I don't know if you know that. Like example, you deposit $10 in the bank, you relinquish that money to the bank.
Mm.
And if you turn around and want $10 back, you're borrowing from the bank. Just to let you know.
Hey, just to add on to what you're saying, and you know, of course, they charge you interest every month, and that's how they get paid. I mean, you get their money off interest. So every time, you know, like say you borrow money, you owe them $10. Well, they put like what 2% or high. Hey, like I said, man, some people that got bad credit can't pay it off, or they're so bad. Like I said, your interest will be higher. You think you think in your mind, okay, I'm paying a little bit month by month, but meanwhile they're getting more money off it with interest. It's crazy how that works.
Yep.
So the more you get in, the more they make more money off it.
It's called fractional reserve banking. That's when they moving your money around, doing all that weird shit. It's called fractional reserve banking. So it's just numbers in the computer. Where we at?
Oh, you saying Isaiah 30?
Let's put this on.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me." And that's right, man. Our people don't take counsel of Yahweh Shai, or even the man of the Lord. You know, they take counsel of their oppressor, man. You know, which is who Daddy is. And that's why they're in a predicament that they're in, man. You know, by what? Hey, that's what scripture says. What? Never trust thine enemy, man. Okay.
Never trust thy enemy, man. But it's easy to trust your enemy when that's what you see with your tangible eyes. I see the greatness. I see Hollywood. I see New York. You know what I'm saying? I see Elon Musk. You know, I see Edomites, you know, in power and ruling. I don't see this Israelite kingdom y'all talking about. I don't see that. Okay. Fuck out of here. I'm trying to make ends meet. Well, you care about your life. You care about your life too much. Yeah. Right? Yeah. We're in the time now. We ain't in the heyday of America. We're in the time now where you got to be willing to give up your life, give up this flesh. This ain't the heyday. Let's go have a cookout. Listen to fucking Al Green and fucking party all that. That ain't the time that we're in. You gotta be locked in as a man. You gotta get your mind situated on what is coming, or you're not gonna make it. It's gonna be too bad out here. It's gonna be too bad. Now we speak about the days are gonna sped up, but it's gonna feel like forever down here going through that shit. We about to go through hell, man. And your mind has to be locked in completely. Right? Go ahead, bro. Hey, brother, seen the new episode of the last one?
Yeah.
But that show is showing you how psychotic people get. When all hell breaks loose. All morality goes out the window.
That's right.
You know? People get scarred.
Traumatized.
Neighbor turns against neighbor. Brother holds that in everything. Right? Sedition against men.
Yeah. He should be a madman spirit.
Yeah.
That's real.
Go ahead.
Spirit kind of switched, but this was continuing on that Isaiah 10, where, you know, talking about all the things that Esau pushed, you know, his all his laws that he pushed out, he turned us from our power, you know. But continuing on in Isaiah 10, it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. You know, and that's what all these things he pushed. You know, even the things he's about to start pushing. You know, his MARK. You know, so he can ultimately take the children of Israel away from their power. And he finishes off. It says
women see, and that's why we tell you women. Man, I've been meditating on you women lately because you're like, it's sad, but it's like, damn, what's gonna happen?
But also the children too.
Y'all so damn. Because women just love being comfortable. Y'all don't even realize how bad it's fucking like. It's just gonna get so fucking good. Rape is gonna be a common thing. Bloodshed and murder is gonna be a common thing. And you men that's so chasing up the woman ass, you gonna be taking this. Because you don't realize your purpose and you don't realize the mindset you supposed to be. We ain't in a time of chasing women, man. Paul told you if you have a woman, be as though you have not one. And that was back then, before the Romans was deceiving Israel. It's gonna be way worse than that time. And you still chasing up skirts, man. Ain't a time when you need to get control over your loins, man. You need to pray to the Lord, give me the strength to get stronger. So I can focus on what matters, man. Chasing ass all damn day long. That ain't your purpose. On Instagram, scrolling all day long, looking at ass, man. You gotta rebuke them demons, man, because those are distractions. You know, the scripture, and Esau knows that, because the scriptures tell us a man loves not more than look at the beauty of a woman. Men will just get mesmerized just by looking at hips and breasts. We were designed to be like that, so we would have sex and be fruitful and multiply. The Lord put that in our code. We want to desire women, so if we see a good woman, we just mesmerize. I can look at this shit all day. But we ain't in a time of that shit, man. The woman you supposed to be mesmerized with is this word, these scriptures. Because you ain't never doing enough. I'm telling you, you ain't never doing enough for the Lord. You always falling short. The scripture say you always falling short, and you need to be in the mindset of locking in. Crunch time. Right? That's the time that we coming in, man. We just have to salt. Hey, just because you kept the salt, when you gonna get the chili. That ain't no, oh yeah, we kept the salt. That's the, yeah, you better, that's the bare minimum. You come back to your house. Scripture say rehearse the righteous acts. That don't mean you get a ticket on the chariot. We doing the bare minimum, brothers. You know what I'm saying? All this we did in our past now. And it wasn't enough. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, continuing on in Isaiah 10 and 2, it says that the widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. I would say on that.
Isaiah 30. And it says, again, it says, woe to the, Isaiah 30 and 1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, who they rebelling against, y'all? They're rebelling against the way he said life is supposed to be. Now, we know Esau gonna rebel, right? Because he's a bastard. Lord disowned him. So he said, fuck you too. And he goes, you know, he's like a bad kid, go destroying everything, taking everything down. Right? Then you give this nigga the throne. You know he just gonna fucking show his ass. But you Israelites, y'all were given the way of life. All right, Moses gave y'all the way of life. He showed y'all the way. I set before you this day, life and death. Choose ye wisely. Right? You niggas are rebelling day in and day out. Why? Because you rather trust in what Esau gives you. Celebrities, fucking celebrities, man. I'm so glad the Lord took me out of that fucking trance of looking at these motherfuckers as if they something. They the scum of the earth, man.
That's right.
These motherfuckers are idiots, man. A celebrity can't help you. Nigga Dave Chappelle said, "Where's Ja?"
Yeah, where's Ja?
Celebrity ain't got no answers for you, bro. They just wanted, these niggas was in the world and they was watching other celebrities and they wanted to be there. And they did what it took to get there. These niggas ain't shit. Fuck them motherfuckers, man. Now you may hear a song they make, I'm gonna put this on, get hyped. But it goes no further than that, man. You look for these niggas for no knowledge, man. And they come to you, man, you heard what this dude's word, man? Fuck what he said, man. He ain't speaking the scriptures. He ain't coming out the world. You don't reverence Yahweh Shemel Shah. Where the hell Kanye at? Where he went? Nigga disappeared. They told that nigga to get back in the closet.
Hey, Con, you remember when doing Black Lives Matter? You remember when they tried to get James LeBron to answer for them to speak for them? But what was James LeBron at? You know what I mean? But what he was told to be quiet.
LeBron James,
Yeah, he was told to be quiet. You know what I mean? And not speak about it.
Yeah, because they control. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kanye for instance. Like, this ain't no fucking pop-up show. If you really about this, you supposed to go even harder. You supposed to non-stop be on their ass. You supposed to be all over Twitter, all over Instagram, just posting Israelites.
Scripture say give them no rest.
Faking the fuck. Celebrities are a joke. They marrying bitches with BBLs. Like, it's a joke. You can't take them serious, man. You can't be distracted by the sorcery.
I'm saying the way that these women are adding on to their bodies is ridiculous. It's like a common thing. If you don't got a BBL as a celebrity, they look at you like you're crazy. And now it's to the point with women that they have. Our women are fine. I mean, they had a low state, but compared to these other nations, they're curvy, shaped, and they'll still add on to what the Lord gave them. They might have a nice body, and they still got to add on because what? That's what the society pushes.
It's part of that wine of the whores. It's part of the wine of the harlot drinking that wine. Right? Which, I mean, it just shows you everything's a facade here. So it's good that they get fake tits and fake butts because the spiritual eye shows you everything's fake anything. Right? Food fake, women fake, what you see on TV fake. You know what I'm saying? You see, the niggas, you see a fucking shooting on CNN, oh, they shot up this, but that's half true. You know? Who shot it up? Why was it shot up? Who was behind the shit? You know? They tell you what Jake got shot in the street. That shit happens every fucking day. I was just reading an article. It said Jake, they had these cops, I think it was last year, but you didn't hear me about it. These cops had their dogs maul Jake, maul this dude to death and threw his body in the water, right? Bro, this dude's face look like it looked almost worse than Emmett Till, man. His eyes is like, it's very graphic. His eyes are like out here. You know what I'm saying? His face is like molded. You know, his dreads is like, it's very fucking graphic. But they ain't gonna put that all on the news, right? Because it don't fit their agenda. You ain't gonna see Reverend Al Sharp Tongue pop up with that fucking perm, that old ass perm still, dry as jail in his fucking head. You know how jail get dry and it's good crusty, he ain't got the crust on his side. You ain't gonna see him pop up out because it don't fit the agenda. They use certain things for their agenda. So everything here is a facade, everything here is fake. You don't even know if it's the president talking when they have, you don't even know, that could be deep fake. Nigga got a green screen on deep fake. You think this Biden, this nigga in his fucking insane asylum, pissing on himself. And they showing clips of him talking loud.
I think most of the time it is fake, because remember last time we seen him, he barely even moves left from his right. Now when you see him speak, sometimes it's like this shit is together. So every time I see him talk lately, I'm like, yo, that ain't.
You can't trust. You gotta remember, this is known as the harlot of witchcraft, the harlots of sorcery. Book of Revelation tells you this is the harlot of witchcraft, the harlots of sorcery. Everything around you is a fucking facade. Hollywood is the biggest facade of all time. Every hero they gave you was an Edomite. Then you find out, oh, this was a Jake. Then you tell an Edomite, oh, y'all just want to say everybody was black. No, it's really this. Y'all just whitewashed every fucking thing. The Knights were Jakes. King Arthur was Jakes. Beethoven was Jakes. Hercules was Jakes. The Spartans were Jakes. These were all Jakes. Queen Elizabeth I was a Jake. But then on the next picture, they got her painted with that weird ass paint on her face, weird ass orange. They marketed. Basically, they was marketing. When you look at the next picture, why they didn't have her just look like a regular Edomite chick? Why she gotta look like a fucking clown? Because they know she was a Jake. The first nobility of England was Jakes. We never seen that in history. Why the hell they left out the whole period they deemed the Dark Ages. They left off that whole period of the Byzantine Empire. That's what it was, all right? The Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, where the Jakes was ruling as the Moors. Where was that in our history book? That's a major part of history. That shit jumped straight to the Renaissance. I remember reading about the Renaissance in the social studies. That shit just jumps. It goes from George Washington, the president of the United States. All right, the Civil Wars, Revolution, then it jumped to the right jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the period of us ruling Europe? These motherfuckers are wicked. Y'all gotta pay, man.
Yeah, if I may.
Because that's immense history.
If I may, when I was coming up to school, our history was what? That we was Africans and slaves. That's the beginning of it. You know, they gotta pay for that, man. So no wonder a lot of our people don't want to be shit because they think they come from them. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
They don't know. Well, they say they know we was kings. You know, so they don't know we actually we were royalty at one time. You know, a few times.
When you look at the actual, I wish we could get a social study. But in the actual books, it would show you. It even showed Gad, but it didn't show true history. You would have hunter gatherer. This one is a hunter. That one is a gatherer. And even when they showed Jay, they didn't really go in depth. They didn't show you the slavery like it really was. You know what I'm saying? They gave you like a little timeline, and it jumps to Harriet Tubman, and it goes through Martin Luther King. You know, they didn't show real history, man. That shit was dumbed down.
Yeah, if I could say one more thing, you know, me coming up, they trick the world so bad in the biblical pictures. I used to go to Sunday school and all that. All the people were white except for one. The only time I seen a black man, a so-called black man in the pictures was when he helped Yahweh Shah put the cross back. That's the only time I seen him. So he fooled this whole world. Hey, the movie, was it True Romance? The Northern Italian told the Sicilian, he's like, you got a nigga in your blood. You know? So he broke down the history of how the Moors ruled the southern part of Italy. They did so much, had so much sex with their women that he said they tainted the bloodline. But that right there, we didn't want to talk none of that. We were told that Irish people and Italians were strictly so-called white men. You know?
Slaves with the slaves with the Asia.
Right.
Became samurais. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of history that just ain't been taught. But it's in books over there in the eastern part of the world. It's in museums in the eastern part of the world. It's pictures up in the eastern part of the world. Why you think the Pope references the Black Madonna? Right? This motherfucker, he's supposed to be the top motherfucker of their church, of Roman Catholicism, the Pope. He praised the Black Madonna.
They say it's soot from the candles. They say it's soot from the candles.
Yeah.
What Madonna and the baby, you know what I mean?
Wickedness, witchcraft. You know? But the scriptures speak about the out of the mouth of the false prophet. All right, Revelation, out of the mouth of the false prophet. Why is it a false prophet? Speaking lies. The songs.
Even in the history books, I think I said this a while ago. Even in the history books, when you look at your social studies book, they will give you the history or some of the history and relate the history and won't relate the true history to the true image. In other words, they'll give you images of vases and stuff like that, and they'll talk about the Byzantine Empire, but not give who actually ruled during the Byzantine Empire.
And then you look at our history over here, it's just like I said, it's fucking Harriet Tubman, the bitch that made a hot poem. And then you got Simple Jakes reading that, I want to be in Congress. I want to be a judge. I want to be a lawyer. And then you get these uppity Negroes up in these spots that's being controlled by the Edomites that's in power. And they think, we make a change. We've been here fucking, what's that nigga name with the glasses? Military commander. Colin Powell. We've been here niggas like that in position. Ain't shit changed. First black this. That's how they get simple. People say, the scripture say our people are simple. All right? The first black this. First black this. First black this. Oh, we make a change, brother. No, you ain't. You had, matter of fact, you want to get beat, you had Jakes in prison. You had Jakes in high positions even during the time of slavery. Uppity niggas during the time of slavery. Bougie than a motherfucker. Worse than fucking them niggas had slaves. You had Jakes. You had Jakes over here, uppity with slaves.
I believe it.
Jakes. But there's a lot of history behind what went down. Even in Africa, there was kingdoms over there in Africa, Israelite kingdoms, that were divided. You know what I'm saying? You had certain Israelite tribes that were okay with other Israelite tribes being captured, so on and so on. They show you that in the movie Woman King. And that's a historical. For the most part, it's a lot of history in it. They show you how the Dahomey Kingdom over there on the west coast of Africa, Benin, Port Judah, the Dahomeys were okay with the rest of the other Jakes getting captured. They didn't get it for as long as they wasn't getting it from the Dahomey tribe. So it's a lot of history that we don't know. But like I was going back to my original point, we kind of went all over the place. Going back to my original point, history is the greatest teacher. It tells you where you're going, where you've been, and why things are the way they are today. Right?
We didn't have TV, and we were still here 100 years from now. They would say Jordan's great. You know what I mean? That's why they so big on Tom Brady being the best, because he's a Edomite, or might be, you don't know. He's a so-called white man. If it was up to Eve, he would change all history and make everything about him. In the movies, like how you the Israelites and the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
The only thing different about this time is this footage of Michael Jordan, but even that, now we're in a time with technology that they could change that, man. I was watching a clip where they got new technology now where they can scan you, and they scan this nigga and they put him in the basketball in the NBA game. This nigga, he got a collar shirt on with
Purple
pants,
shirt,
but he in the place of the point guard. Rashad. He didn't place it up. So technically, the brother's point, 100 years that he might be Michael Jordan. fucking flying for the free. Flying for the fucking free throw, man. But I mean, you know, it ain't going nowhere near that far, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
And yes, we do speak about peace coming. That's part of prophesying. That we're telling you what's going to happen before it happens. But the peace that's prophesied is upon who? It's dedicated to who? First and foremost, the elect. Because 2/3 of niggas is going to be put there brutally, and 2/3 is a lot. There's billions of Israelites put in the dirt. Out of here. That's the fury of the Lord. And they're going to be put together for the worst ways too, man. And they deserve it because they fucking wicked. Completely wicked. They have no excuse. You Israelites been out here for decades, man. You have no excuse. But y'all choose, y'all willfully sinful. Y'all willfully wicked. Y'all love it so. You ain't gotta be a homosexual. Y'all niggas are just murderers, liars, thieves, too goddamn prideful. You know what I'm saying? You everything that the Lord hates. Proverbs tell you about the attributes the Lord hates, and you niggas embody the attributes the Lord hates. If you embody the attributes that the Lord hates, what are you gonna do? He hated for lying tongue. He hated murders, right? He hated the effeminate. He tells you who's not going to inherit the kingdom. Fornicators. And y'all don't repent, so y'all gonna get the judgment that he gonna get. Even the scriptures tell you that our people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. I'm watching a video of these two big black bitches brawling, dress all out, ass out, and he got drawers on, and they still throwing, titty flop, ass out. And I mean, they were nasty and fat. He was like the straight project, Kool-Aid drinking. Let me get a double cheeseburger with bacon. You know what I'm saying? Wig came off. She like, get it. Everything out. I said, man, niggas gotta die. Niggas gotta go.
And the whole world watching that.
That ain't royalty. That ain't no nobility. How the hell we gonna tell Esau that's a royalty? Ain't no fucking royalty. That's a beast. Gotta be destroyed. Without the law, statutes, and commandments, how about you know, show you a natural brute beast. You ain't no better than a gorilla beating on his chest. That's all you want. That's what you niggas are. Look at me. Niggas.
Going back to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 9. Starting at the top again. The prophet which prophesied.
Nigga care about what brand clothes he got on more than his health. He got all type of health problems, but he care about what name brand clothes he got. How low can you fucking be? And that's why the scripture said the whole head is sick. But that's the outer man, the outward man perished. The inner man is what's gonna, be taken back up to this world. But that's why the renewing of the mind is such a difficult task, and nobody wants to do it. Because reshaping the mind, it takes hard work, it takes consistency, it takes a lot of battles fought. You know what I'm saying? You gotta reshape your whole mind. It's constantly fighting because everything that's planted in your subconscious is still there. Everything that you did, everything that you've taken in that's demonic is in your subconscious. So it's always there. So it's always gonna come back up. So you constantly have to reshape your mind over and over. Coming out a nigga out of the world, that's why the scriptures tell you to put off the old man. Cleanse yourself within the word. You have to always wash yourself over and over because what's been implanted in that mind, it's shaped you to be a certain way, and you have to reshape it. Right? Everybody out here been shaped a certain way because of society. You go through different countries, they act a different way. They talk a different way. They respect each other differently because it's the way society taught them to be. Scripture said, train up a child in the way they should go, they should not depart. America has breeded some of the worst people that ever lived on the planet. I don't think there's ever been a worse people than the people in America that ever lived on this planet. Americans are the worst people that ever lived in the history of the planet. They're the dumbest people. They're the most wicked. Because they have the history. They have the history of what Solomon was going through. They have the history of what these wicked kingdoms did. They still take it to the next heights. I'm going to chop my rod off. I'm going to still be a nigga. Fuck it, I'm going to rep this flag. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it. I was watching these two battle rappers and they was talking about how 90% of the battle rappers, all you niggas are fucking geeks. He was like, I think it was this guy, Sue Surfer, he was saying, everybody's a fucking geek. We all geeks. We study syllables and words. How come when we get to these rap battles, everybody want to be a fucking thug and gangster? It's because that's just what you shape to be. If that's constantly what you indulge yourself in, that's what you're gonna do. So a nigga that never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, he going to the battle. The gun so big, you know what I'm saying? But the nigga ain't never, he don't know what it feels like to kill somebody. But you talk about murder.
Hey,
because of the man.
you know, it's a coincidence happening to the NBA. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's a perfect example.
Got
And,
exposed.
yo, it's an Edomite that went to school with him, getting on his ass. He posted pictures of him with college polo shirts. So he's like, yo, I'm about to expose this cornball. This is an Edomite. He said, I'm about to expose this cornball. I went to his house once. He rich. He was rich then, before he even got in the NBA.
He had 2 parents and all
He
that.
said he got a 2-parent household.
Suburbs, all that.
He was raised good, but he want to have guns in the strip club.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I said, damn.
Yeah, because what society shaping people to be. It's sick, and that's why the kids now are fucking going. And really, they're not even kids because you stop being a kid once you get to the age of 12, 13. Now, once you get 12, 13, now your sins are on you. The Lord is requiring everything that you do on you. You ain't none of your parents no more in the Lord's eyes. In the Lord's eyes, you're an adult. So what you know right from wrong. The Lord looking at you, no. What I put in your code, you 12, 13, you know what the fuck you doing. So I'm going to judge you according to everything that you do. It ain't like society tell you, oh, that's you 21. Oh, that's my baby. Ain't no fucking baby. Been a man, that been a woman. Once nature told them what they were. Nature gave you that call. You're a man now. Nature gave you that call. You're a woman now. That's when the Lord started looking at you as such. So Esau, he got the minds of the kids and the TikTok, Instagram, all that's shaping your mind to be a certain way. You get on TikTok, look at them videos. Everybody's doing the same thing. Why? Because their mind is shaped to do that shit. Everybody's doing the same exact shit. Now, of course, within the madness, you always got gems. I'm saying you got people up there talking about health, talking about real news that matters, talking about history. But for the most part, it's fun. Right? That's why you look at a site like the Shade Room shouldn't even be a thing. They shouldn't even have a phone. That right there shows you the mind about, and that's for the Israelites. That page is for Israelites. Anybody should give a fuck about that shit. They may look at it and now and just see what you get do. Some might try to copycat it. Others are just looking at niggas. But that site was created for niggas, and niggas are all into it. What this couple do? Oh shit, oh shit. That nigga don't know nothing about the FDIC. He don't know nothing about bail. You got some what bail? Because of that. But here it is, you're supposed to be the nobility of the world. A prince is supposed to be circumspect over the hills going on in worldly affairs. He's supposed to be able to have control over his body. Now his body having control over him. That's why before you was able to sit on the throne as a king, the prince was being trained up daily. You couldn't just go out and just hang with the boys. The prince had to stay within the palace walls. He had tutors. All right, time for your morning lesson. Time for your afternoon lesson. He would learn about the history of the forefathers. Scriptures tell you what young king was that had to read about the history of the king before. He was very young. I don't know if it was I'm talking about Israel. But that's just throughout history. Kings would be taught the history of the kings before, what they did wrong, what they did right. They would be taught how to eat, what to eat, They will be taught the art of warfare. You'll see them training in swords. Right? King David was a man of war. You think his son Solomon what's the wicked nation? He got his head, huh? Absalom. You think they couldn't get down with a sword? They were being trained up young. They was about 10 years old, fighting. Had men over there watching them. You know, they show you that in House of Dragon. When the brothers are born, and that was what, when you were princes, that was what you did. You wasn't just sitting, looking at ass and fucking, you know what I'm saying, twiddling your thumb. Who?
Was it Joash?
It might have been Joash. It might have been, but I forgot the scripture. But you weren't just twiddling your thumbs, eating Cheetos, man. And that's how we supposed to be, right? We're supposed to be princes. We have the tools. We have what we're supposed to be going through. We have the art of warfare. You know, we ain't supposed to be concerned with the game now. We're supposed to be focusing on the man that we are, so we can rule properly. Right? You don't want to be like Esau, just get thrown on the throne, and you ain't, renewed the inner man. Esau just got thrown on the throne as a fucking nigga. And look what he's done to the earth. And we would be the same way. The Lord put us on the throne right now, we would be the same way. We would be destructive. Because we don't know how to rule righteously. We already had the earth in peace. What did we do? We started warring against each other. Jeroboam, kingdom split. We had peace. And we started fighting each other. Now we're going to do it this way. Now we're going to do it this way. You need the Lord. You need to be renewed. Even to the point you got to get a new body and a new mind so you can get the kingdom. Which shows you we can't get the kingdom now. Hell no, we'll fuck up the earth. We might do worse than E, because E got the bucks. We ain't got shit. You don't know the first thing to do. You know, everybody will come with their opinions on how shit should be, how shit should run. You know, when nothing get done, man. So the Lord got us right here as princes, sons of Yahshua. Work on ourselves first. We got teacher.
Jacob sent out for a woman. Changed up, how it should be.
Jacob be committing adultery.
Right.
But even within that, you know what I'm saying? Even with us having a teacher, I forgot my train of thought.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai hath truly sent him. Yeah, so we out here prophesying about the things that are coming to pass, and starting with our elder apostles on down, they've been telling you guys for over 30 years of these things that are coming. And now that they're here, a lot of people are starting to realize that a prophet has been among them. Or some people are starting to realize it. But what's about to happen, like the brothers bringing out, a lot of people are ready for. I got a precept up to show you.
Galatians chapter 3.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children.
And we're rebellious against, right? You can't put these rebellious ass niggas in no throne, right? You can't get these niggas. Look at Floyd Mayweather. This nigga think he a king. Nigga, where's your kingdom? Where's your seat? Where's your throne of rulership? You ain't got one. Because all the little Federal Reserve notes you got came from who? Daddy E. Go ahead, brother.
Con, this is Galatians chapter.
No, let
Lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Prophesy deceits. We can't do that because the blood will be upon our hand. We have to tell you the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Esau get in there and swift. I probably tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Get in there and just lie. I ain't do that. Nah, hell no. Am I my brother's keeper? This nigga, he's a liar from the beginning. Always will be. He gonna be lying in the kingdom. Go ahead, Mother Zone. Get that Galatians.
This is Galatians chapter 3, verse 24. And it says, wherever the law was our schoolmaster.
See, the Lord was our school, bro. See, the Lord was our schoolmaster. Teacher. We have a teacher, right? He's teaching us how to be, what to do, what not to do, how to walk, how not to walk, our conduct, our speech, right? Go ahead.
And it says,
you look at Jake today, they're nothing but rappers in the hip hop videos. Just like the average Jake, especially Southern kid, they're nothing but an imitation of a rapper they seen in the hip hop video. Or some nigga they seen in a movie, Boys in the Hood or something. You know, they not themselves, man. They don't even know themselves. You know what I'm saying? When I came into the truth, I started learning, damn, there's a lot of shit that I thought I liked, I don't like. There's a lot of things that I thought I liked to do that I really can care less about doing. You start caring about the entourage, you used to hang with 10 dudes, now you're like, man, nah, leave me the fuck alone. I need peace. I need songs. When the world teaches you to fucking posse. Look cool. Then none of them are dependable. None of them are really reliable, man. You can't trust them with everything you have. You can't leave your wallet. You trust 100% leave your wallet around them. Leave your girl around them.
you know, actually, I can't even very true player.
All your boys, you got a woman you love. You trust you can leave her around. You ain't there. Hell no.
He's always there.
Brothers don't even want to see a woman. But if you were to leave her around, brothers wouldn't even feel. Just said, we got this. We live on this. We don't live for all that. Brothers have been around other brothers, you know, for the time. Not that we want to see other brothers women, but if it happened to happen that way, brothers say, it's a quick, hey, hello, try that. We ain't locking eyes. I don't even know what you smell like. Fuck on. You know what I'm saying? No conversation. Because the women love that. They love playing them games. Oh, you just playing? Oh. Meanwhile, what does scripture say about a woman? Her mind is snared and trapped. Yeah, this nigga has to fuck up. Fuck you. That's what's in a woman's mind. Go ahead, bro.
I might read like a couple of verses up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me start from verse 15. And it says, brethren, I speak after the men, through it be the man's covenant. Yet if it be confirmed, no man this nulleth or addeth thereto. Now Abraham and his seed were the promise.
So you can't just annul it, and you can't add on to the covenant because it's been confirmed. How was the covenant confirmed? The blood of Yahushua has been confirmed, right? So you can't. No, fuck it. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna give you no more my energy. You can't just annul it, and you can't do away with it, and you can't add on to it.
That's what it said in Revelation, the last chapter. It says, what? If any man add or hears the word, they shall not receive the book of life.
And that's talking about Israelites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The book of remembrance, book of, you know what I'm saying, being that government body. We already know the Edomites ain't in the book of life. You know?
That's right.
And you can't add an Edomite into the covenant.
Okay. That's right.
And I'm still waiting for the scripture that said the Lord gave Edomites the promise.
Okay.
Right. They yet to pull that out.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna pull it out. They're gonna run around in circles
Yeah.
and change. Like, well, let's go here. Oh, y'all rapists. They gonna jump. But they say we play Hebrew hop.
A double-minded man is gonna say what?
But y'all jump there and hit. Them motherfuckers, they'll take one scripture. They won't even read the chapter. They'll take one scripture and base the whole argument on that. That one scripture. Then when you try to break down that, no history, forget the history, no etymology to witness.
This is why. I love everybody. That's it. We'll just cut it off. Just cut it off. God love it. That's it.
Busting the ass. Like, put the Bible down for a second.
Why do you get mad?
What do you think? You know what I mean? They really don't believe in that word. They'll tell you to put the scripture down. Hold on, this is what we're teaching. Why would we put the scripture down? Give our own personal opinion. You know? Then you not no real teachers. Teachers ain't supposed to The teacher in school ain't supposed to put the history book down and tell the students what he thinks.
And that's what the fuck they be doing. Going off the damn curriculum. You have something called a curriculum. That you have to, we abiding by the curriculum. But we ain't like these teachers out here, the teachers in the school, they don't even be fucking saying all type of crazy shit. I remember my teachers.
Can I say this, please?
They'll put something on the fucking chalkboard and the rest they just talking some bullshit. Yeah, bro.
Right. They want us to put the Bible down, which is the law of Yahweh Shai,
Put that about.
as well as our history, but they don't put their law down when it comes to them judging us.
Yeah.
You know? You go in the courtroom and they throw their book at you, which is all unrighteous decrees. Whereas with our righteous decree here, they want you to put the book down. You know? I just want to say that.
And the scripture say what? Show no mercy to him that show no mercy. Because as soon as he get the opportunity, lock your ass up. He don't show you.
That's right.
Got us one. Another number. Put him in the system. Yeah. More money for us. You know? Go ahead, bro.
I'm reading from the top. This is Galatians 3:15, and it says, "Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant, yet if it be confirmed, no man disnulleth or addeth thereto. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made," and it said to his seed. "He saith not, and to seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Hamashiach. And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High and Hamashiach, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disnull that it should be made the promises of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more a promise, but the Most High give it to Abraham by promise, man." So I got to show you that, like I said, it was by the word of the Most High. You know, but what he made that promise between Abraham, man. That what his seed shall the promise forever and ever, man. You know.
Son, if I may, what you just read was Yahweh made the promise with Abraham based on his faith and not the law.
That's right.
You know, because Abraham, I believe, was uncircumcised at the time.
Yeah, but what you find out is that the law is spiritual. Ultimately, that's what this is about to go into. All right? Because even though, you know, the physical law is carnal, the law in totality is spiritual. And that's what the Lord wants us to learn. Right?
And just to add on what you're saying, that's why when the new covenant comes in, like I said, the law is going to be in our inward parts. So, you know, it's going to be, what's that word, solidified to the point to the point where we can never go off again. You know what I mean? We're going to be that perfect being. I think it's the, I was going to make sure, the incorruptible, you know, got those incorruptible bodies. Going back to verse 17, that says, "And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High and Hamashiach, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disnull that it should make the promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more a promise, but the Most High give it to Abraham by promise. Wherefore then serveth the law? It was added because of transgressions, till the seed should come, to whom the promise was made, and it was ordered by the angels in the hand of the mediator. Now a mediator is not a mediator of one, but the Most High is one. The law, it's just like verse 21, is the law then against the promise of the Most High? The Most High forbid, meaning hell no. And it says, for if there had been a law given which could have been life, verily righteousness should have been by the law. But the scripture have concluded.
So this is a cut for all the Pharisees coming back in the days time, harping on the law. And that's why the Pharisees at that time, a lot of them hated Yahweh. Because they had their authority by the law. So if the Lord was saying, look, it ain't completely by the law. right? It's the faith. That was taking away some of their power. They didn't like it. So they had to do away with Yahweh Shai and those that came after. Anybody speaking against what they would deem as Levitical priesthood. Right? Now, going back during Moses' time, yeah, if we would have spoken against the Levitical priesthood, we would have fuck off. All right? Because those are the men closest to the Most High. All right? Dealing with sacrifice, they were able to, get to places we weren't able to get to as the other tribes. But that changed when Yahushua came on the scene, him being the ultimate priest, Melchizedek. All right? And we're all going to be made priests. All right.
Going back to verse, verse 22. But the scripture have concluded all under sin, that the promise by faith of Yahushua might be given to them that believe. But before faith came, we were kept under the law, shut up into the faith, which should afterward be revealed. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us into Hamashiach, that we might be justified by faith.
See, so you have your teacher, right? And it's teaching you the fruits of the Spirit. Because you're coming in the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, right? Which tells you changing the man, right? So you can lead properly. So you can maneuver properly too in the times that are approaching, right? You know the type of conduct you have to have in the times that are approaching. Because we're gonna be on the outskirts, no man's land. You're gonna have majority of our people trying to get out of no man's land into the safe zones. All right? You're gonna have safe zones, and the safe zones are gonna be ran by the government. But you're gonna need something to get into the safe zones. Right? And that's when they get to you in time. You know what I'm saying? You may get there, there's fucking crowds of people. Outside the gates, trying to get in the safe zone, or they all trying to get chipped up to get in there. So just because you get there don't mean you're gonna immediately get. You got kids with you. Everything gonna be fine. Everything gonna be fine. We gonna be in no man's land with the fucking cannibalists, the fucking gangs, the rape. We gonna be out in fucking amongst them. The wild motherfuckers that don't want, because you're gonna have a lot of them that ain't with the system.
God's truth,
They're just gonna be out here just fuck that. This time we get wild west. He got his guns, his posse.
What?
What was it?
He just said, okay, out.
Yeah, he got his gangs and posse, guns. You know, you got a lot of people that ain't gonna get the crumb, that's gonna be out here wilding the fuck out. We gonna get much better. No man. You know, what's that movie? Is it Mel Gibson?
World War.
Yeah. You know, it's gonna be wild out here, man. We gonna be walking by faith, not by sight. Because even when you look at the book of Eli, where was he at? That nigga was on the outskirts. You know, on the outskirts. You walking down the road and people sitting trap foot. It's a fucking woman. We're gonna be as privileged. You know, you on your own, bitch. That could be a fucking trap.
Yeah, God, that's true.
You know, as soon as you help with it, use everything you got. You know, I ain't got shit. Well, we take you as a husher. We're gonna use you as barter. You're gonna be our slave. There's gonna be a lot of crazy shit going on, man. Go ahead, bro. That's why I say you women, man. God damn. But that, and even Andrew Tate said, he said, look, in all hell, when society collapses, everybody's gonna naturally just get back to their roles that nature told them they were supposed to be. Women are gonna just naturally look for a man to help them. You know? But it ain't gonna be there. The Lord don't want to be there. It's their time of judgment.
Yeah, that's right. They had
Max.
Huh?
Mad Max, the name.
Mad Max, Mad Max. Mad Max. That's a good. Yeah, but the Lord ain't gonna want you to get no thing. You know? You're gonna have the elect ladies. You're gonna have the elect ladies with shoes. Majority of you women. You Nicki Minaj carbon copies. Meg Thee Stallions, you fucking what's the young bitch? Mulatto carbon copies.
Yeah.
All you hoes, man, that's out here rapping now. You know, don't even know how to bake cookies. I can bake better than them. You know what I'm saying? You ask a chick, can you make me some brownies?
Right.
She burned the whole shit. Then she didn't put milk in it. She just put water in the
Yeah,
brownies.
water.
But, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
funny.
She ain't know nothing about baking.
Get to the kitchen. Yeah, you know.
You think it's a joke, but you be with these women, you like, the bitch don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
You get to her crib, the
Yeah,
cabinet got hot pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leftover McDonald's cheeseburger
Yeah.
in the fridge.
She ain't never used the oven.
What? You got food? Where your food at? You know what I'm saying? I need food. Make me a meal. Make me a meal. I'm a man, I need a meal.
That's all.
When you look at a lot of people in the refrigerator, it's just nothing there.
Nah.
You know, especially a lot of people in these, you know, like on these websites or whatever, like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. They open up their fridge and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You know, we used to be in tune with what food was: the barley, the lentils, wheat, breads of the earth. You know what I'm saying? What was real food? America's diet is not real food. That shit is bullshit. That is not what food is. That cheeseburger, all that shit. That's some shit Eve gave your ass, man. That's why it leads to all them damn sicknesses, man. Clogged arteries, high blood pressure, being out of shape, out of breath.
You know that one of those YouTube, the Nick woman that be eating all the shrimp and all that stuff? Yeah, she put, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You look at her before and now, man, I'm telling you, man, she gained weight. I mean, her fingers got poofed up and everything, man. Now she got menopause, man. I said, dang.
All that
The eye for all that shrimp and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good brought in the work. And then it's not a coincidence that the people that own these corporations make sure that it's McDonald's right across from the Burger King, right across from a Taco Bell,
Nah, nah, right.
right in the right where Jake lives. No, but they're for destruction. And he put them all by each other.
That's like unexpected conversation.
Convenient.
That shit crazy.
Chick-fil-A and a Burger King.
Hey, remember? Hey, in several places, right? They got two different restaurants in the same store. That's crazy.
The more has entered it allowed you to do just that.
That's why the mall dying. Going back, and it says, verse 24, it says, wherefore the law was not our schoolmaster to bring us unto Yahushua, that we might be justified by faith.
Fried chicken. Jake got fried chicken demons. Ever since Jake got off the play fried chicken demons. Jake lost wisdom, man, about how to live. You got to be retaught all over. Fucking goofy, man. Go ahead.
Verse 25, and it says, but after that faith is come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster, for ye are all the children of the Most High by faith in Yahushua. For as many of you as have been baptized into Hamashiach, have you put on Hamashiach.
Yeah, how are you baptized in Hamashiach Yahushua? Word. Cleansing of the word. Washing of the word. You gotta constantly immerse yourself within the word. Right? Constantly. That's how you baptize yourself in Yahushua. That's how Yahushua dwells in you. Spirit can't dwell in a vessel that's corrupted. Spirit of righteousness can't dwell in a vessel.
All praises to the Most High Yah.
The spirit can't dwell in a vessel. Read that again.
God. Verse 27.
I ain't got nothing negative to say. Maybe he'll come around and go ahead and Jake think this is something like Jake think it's like Black Panther, you know, like a fucking group, the next black group.
Fan.
He'll realize what's coming, man. But maybe he'll wake up, you know, all that work. But there's nothing more important than this, right? There's nothing more important than this. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 27, it says, for many of you as have been baptized into Hamashiach, ye have put on Hamashiach. There is neither law nor Greek, nor neither bond nor free. So I'm versing verse.
Because Drake thing is it's a fad now to be a Hebrew Israelite. It's a fad.
Yeah, Moses, yeah, we the Israelites, yeah.
What are you doing? Are you making your call in the election show? What are you doing? Are you serving the Lord with fear and trembling? Yeah, you an Israelite, so what? What that mean? Israelites die every day. You gotta be serving the Lord to the best of your ability, man. You know, I ain't playing games, man.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah.
It seemed like, you know what I mean, he wasn't fearing the Lord like you just said. Because if he was serious, he would have stopped by and listened right now.
You know.
I know. But Lord, like you said, he may come back.
Some jakes is gonna take death and miracles. Some jakes gonna wake up by miracles. Some jakes gonna have to wake up by seeing a lot of death.
That's true.
But when you already know you're Israelite, you just ain't got the names. So you gotta get the name right. Most High, God is God.
When you say, yeah, you're just breaking like 3 words. You know, you could say Yahshua, anything else. Who knows what he's talking about? You gotta say the whole name. The full name. Like I said, when you say Yahoo.
It's a lot of y'alls within the names of our brothers and sisters.
Okay. Going back to verse 26 again, and this says, I'm sorry, verse 25. But after the faith is come, we are no longer under a school master, for ye are all the children of the Most High by faith in Hamashiach Yahushai. For as many of you as have been baptized into Hamashiach, ye have put on Hamashiach. And it says, there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither free nor there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male or female, for ye are all one in Hamashiach. And if ye be Hamashiach, then
You can draw that, bro.
You know
I
that's
just want to get the school master part.
okay.
Yeah.
I still get Isaiah 30.
Yeah, you can do it.
Going back to Isaiah 30 and
Can I back you up with this real quick since you called that for the schoolmaster? Because I'm just going right into it. It's Deuteronomy 4 and 5, and it says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh, my power, commanded me that you should do so in the land that you go to possess it." Here's the point. It says, "Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations." You know, and that's exactly what the Lord gave us. He beautified us, you know, by giving us that breath of life. You know, that kingsman mentality. You know, it says, "Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." And that was it on that.
yeah, come. Hey, just back here when you go to Ecclesiastes, I think the last chapter talks about what the whole duty of man is what? For the Most High, keep His commandment, because that is the whole duty of man. That's what separates us from these other nations. According to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6, it says what? We are holy and basically special people, man, precious, man. You know, that's what makes us different from these other nations. You know what I mean? It's obvious. You know what I mean? We look at our nation, we look at the other nations, man. You know, that's why what the Lord differentiates between the sons of the wicked, the sons of the men, and the sons of the Most High, man. You know, we were meant to be kings and priests, man. You know, even like I say, even how the way we talk, how the way we dress. That's why these other nations want to copy us, right? That's why they call what a cultural appropriation, whatever you want to pronounce it. You know what I mean? These other nations, look. You know what I mean? What do they try to do? They try to dress like us, sing like us, dance like us, and all that. You know, they envy us basically, but of course they don't want to admit it.
Yeah, if you look throughout the earth, everything that we do is the most popular thing. Even if you travel to some of these other countries, they look at you like, oh, black man, black man. You know? That's why Jake don't want to leave the Philippines and Thailand. Because, you know, they've been looked at as like, oh, loved and cared for. You know, but nigga, this ain't your heaven. You're gonna find out the hard way. You know, you're gonna find out the hard way. But touching on that precept, what you read, yeah, we get wisdom, we made wise, what? By the law, statutes, and commandments, right? The dietary law, how to deal amongst brothers, how to deal with yourself, your attitude problem, that bitch assness that you got put in you from your mama or from the world, most of them. Just that was Jake's main problem coming out of the truth. Your rebuke. and having another man tell you, sit your ass down, stop doing it. You got that woman, you got that feminine spirit. As soon as a man tell you so,
You gotta have to say something. You gotta have the last.
since you ain't been raised properly. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
You know, he wasn't raised with, respect order, come in with the emotions just on your chest, you know. But that ain't how you supposed. That ain't how Yahweh Shah deals. Scripture say Yahweh Shah was an austere man. A lot of us would be scared to even go near Yahweh Shah. You had to be a certain type of individual to deal with Yahweh Shah. Those were real manly, like real manly men. Like you looking at them, oh shit, I ain't going there. You know, there wasn't those men that was invited to come. You know what I'm saying? Unless they called you over.
That's when you had what certain apostles. I mean, again, like the 12 apostles, man. You know, and then because you had many of them, of course, he chose his 12. You know what I mean?
Those are rough men. Like, you look at the occupation they had; they were very rough occupations. You know what I'm saying? Those are real manly men. Even when you look at Peter's spirit, when she was King David, King David slayed a bear and a lion when he was a young man. Before he was even a full-grown man, he slayed a bear and a lion. Scripture say he grabbed the bear, grabbed the lion by his mane, by his tail. He grabbed the lion by his lion.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because he was protecting the sheep. They rolled up. Come on, man, that's a different
Especially
type
a
of
bear,
man.
man. A bear's like almost maybe like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's a different type of man. So we gotta get back to that manly spirit, man. Because that's what the Lord is doing. When He said, "I call unto you men," that's what He's doing. He gonna put us through. He about to put us through some stuff. We ain't about to be the cakewalk to the cake. Read the scriptures what He requires from me. You know. Go ahead, bro.
The book of 2
That's
Corinthians.
the straight and narrow. That's what the straight and narrow is going to do. It's going to purge out your impurities. It's going to be painful. It's going to be vexing. It's going to be tiresome. You know?
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, and verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we persuade men. And that's the point. Because what the book is bringing out is the information that's being given to you through the prophets is to correct you, help you understand what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is all about and what He's about to bring forth.
Okay.
So, through the fear of the Lord, and not through the precepts of men, hopefully, those who are meant to get it will get it, and actually turn back, and change their mind, change their hearts, because we're entering into some very wicked times. I mean, it's wicked now, but it's going to be even more wicked, where the bounty's going to turn on.
Yeah, because it says in Proverbs, when wickedness increases, transgression increases. Just like Adam was saying.
Exactly. So I mean, a lot of stuff that you're not used to, even being in the truth, is going to happen. Where you might have to make your walk alone or with another person. But you have to get your mind ready for whatever. So through that fear, we are persuading men through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's all I got.
Yep.
Is it a little bit more on that? I just make sure.
There's more, but that's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. Going back to Isaiah 30. One it says, Isaiah 30:1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's what our people are doing, man. They're not taking no cover through, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Even His name, man. The scripture says what? That His name is a strong tower. Whosoever shall run in and safe, man.
And they need their ass kicked. You remember when the C-19 shit happened? Everybody was scared. They're trying to get their shit together. Now everybody a philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the scriptures breaking down what the function is. Everybody was a preacher, man. As soon as everything died down, these niggas back being niggas. That's Drake for you, man. As soon as something happened, RP, help. That's why you just got the Lord just got to bring the judgment for you. Y'all gonna keep this a perpetual cycle. It'll be a perpetual cycle. Show your ass, you get judged. Show your ass, you get judged. That's why the Lord said, shall you be stricken anymore? The whole head of shit. As soon as he'll ease up off you, you get back to doing your bullshit. That's why he got to keep the judgment up, the fear in you. Judgment up. That's beautiful because when y'all fear, y'all guys get it straight. Just like a child. The scriptures tell you how to do what the child tells you. When he's in his folly, don't laugh at him. He acting like a kid, don't laugh at him. I think it might be in the book. It says, so you have a son, always be strict with him. Don't joke with him.
Even says about a daughter too. It says, you know what I mean, never betray over having a daughter. You know, being, you know what I mean?
Because I'm doing the son.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm about to take you somewhere. And dealing with the women, these women.
Oh yeah, good. But I was just adding on top to when we have children. You know, he's supposed to be stern with.
Yeah. My brother, let me know when they feel.
God, while you're finding, I'm gonna read this again. And it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, say of the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin." So, all right, yeah. So that's right, man. So every time when people don't repent, they, you know what I mean, they're just adding sin and sin and being more wicked.
So Rock chapter 30.
So basically, like I said, man, our people continue to do wickedness. Even though the men of the Lord is out here pushing this word, you know, then they even acknowledge it and hear and say, you know what, let me stop by to see what they're saying for. It's not even 5 minutes, man. You know, our people aren't even worried about it, because right now it's Saturday, you know, summertime, hey, it's about to come up, quote unquote, hot girl summer. You know what I mean? Hey, man, they ready to start doing wickedness already, man. You know, they definitely gonna basically adhere to us, man. You know? So, but hey, when stuff like this happens, man, like I say, hey, more prophecies that, hey, it's like more prophecies that come on past, man, and there's gonna be more judgment, man. You know? And the Lord gonna use E as his sword, man, to bring more chaos, man. When people least expect it, man.
Really good, that's the Rock 30. Well, you still from the talk.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 1. He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. He that
but this society tells you, don't hit your child. Yeah. Don't be mean to him. That's my son. Don't do this and don't do that. Don't do that. He'll be beating his ass. Uppercut. Throwing him against the wall. And you ain't supposed to leave him. You ain't supposed to apologize to him. You know? He know not to play with father. Go ahead. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because that's how the Lord deals with us. You're going to find out that's how the Lord deals with us. Everything that you're about to do is how the Lord deals with us. Go ahead.
Verse 2. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintances.
Because he's going to hold himself a certain way when he becomes a man. He's going to talk a certain way. He's going to be able to be amongst other people and have manners and conduct, humility, you know, patience. Because of the things you instill with him, strictly instilled in him. Right? But if he didn't get these things instilled in him, he's just going to be a rebellious, wild, emotional man out here that's just running around doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Go ahead.
Verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet is as though he were not dead.
Yeah, because he left you there. He left you there. You know, you ain't leave a son that's cursing you. You know what I'm saying? You left a son that's respectful of you, praise you, you know, walking in your step. Right?
Yeah. For he hath left one behind. Sorry, let me read that again. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
See? And the Lord is trying to make us like unto him. So he gonna put us through harsh ass with very harsh. Go ahead.
Verse 5. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. A horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful.
And that's majority of all these men you see, that it was just children left to themselves. Whether they had a man in the house or not, didn't raise it properly. Then instilling them the right morals and principles. Right? A horse not broken. Willful, prideful, emotional, have no patience, has no endurance, has no humility. You know? Not a real man.
Verse 9. Verse 9. Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid.
Yeah, so you always doing what your child wants, pampering your child, right? Giving your child what, if he asks for something, you just give it to him. If he cries for something, you give it to him. It's like if you got a baby, right? And a baby,
I want milk, I want juice, I want juice.
you ignore it, you ignore it. You don't give it, because then he'll learn, oh shit, I can't cry and get my way. I can't, every time I cry, that means I'm gonna get my way. Sometimes I'm not gonna get my way. When he's a man, he learns, oh shit, okay, I've been taught that. I ain't gonna get my way in society all the time. I have to endure that. Esau wasn't taught these things. So when he doesn't get his way, somebody gotta hang him, somebody gotta get lynched. A building gotta blow up. Right? Somebody gotta get murdered. Somebody gotta get locked up. If he don't get his way. He gotta go to the congressional building and march and protest. Go ahead, bro.
Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness.
Yeah. You see that with probably going back to John Morant. That was no father son relationship. That's more of a brother. Just like they got sister moms, they got brother dads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You playing with your son. You trying to dress young with your son. You supposed to be kicking your son ass, man. Well, now you really ain't. He not your son no more. He's a grown ass man. And these were things that were already, like I said, going back to the point. By the time he was 12, 13, these were already instilled. And there's actually an example of that. You got this kid. I think he's like 9 or 10 years old, bro. He already graduated college.
Jake kid, right?
Yeah. Dude, and the way he carried him, and he was getting it. This guy Neil deGrasse Tyson, this Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang Theory guy. The kid started chomping in his ass from CNN. He said I did a study that refutes the big. This is like a 9-year-old. So that backs up what we say. Kids they can mature very, very early if you instill in the right things. He's sitting up there with this. He said I did a study that refutes the Big Bang Theory, and it doesn't make sense because the laws of it. He was going into the whole thing. CNN had to cut it. They said, oh, we're gonna go ahead and you know,
You take a commercial break.
yeah. Even when he talk, it's like you talking to a fucking adult. Like the way he ain't laughing. He was like, but here. Serious as hell. Dude, he already graduated, and he graduated a prestigious college already. But here they tell you kids are supposed to eat Cheerios, watch cartoons. And that's a goddamn lie. Supposed to be instilling these things as soon as they come out the womb. Here you don't even have time for that because you're working, wife's working. You send them off to school to learn multiplication. That dumb ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And eat that nasty ass school, and they ain't learning nothing. All right. And what you see is the part of the society that taught their kids well. Didn't teach them at all.
Verse 10. Laugh not with him, lest thou shalt have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end.
So you think the Lord be laughing at our ass? Then the Lord be thinking shit funny? That's it. This is how the Lord told you to raise your son. So how much more him or us? You think he laughed when you be yakking the damn food, joking all the damn time? Go ahead.
Give him no liberty in his youth, and weep not at his folly.
wiping out his father. You know what I'm saying? Things that we think is late, the Most High like, I'm gonna kick your ass in the Go ahead.
Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child.
He said a key point there while he was young, while he is a child, before he starts coming up in of age. By the time he's preteen, teenager, he already shaped his mind is shaped the way he wanted to be shaped. He cares about what he cares about. He's still gonna start challenging your authority. It's now his thoughts are his own. Go ahead.
Least he wax stubborn, and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
Now you have a lot of our brothers that didn't have men in the household, so they came out and just was rebellious against any type of authority. You got a lot of jakes that don't like to work. So they stay on the corners, they stay doing hustle jobs, and they don't like a man over. They ain't been taught the right way. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Chastise thy son, and hold him to labor.
By the time they're a grown man, it's too late. You need the mercy of the Lord to pull you out of that. Because you already shaped to be a fucking rebellious nigga, man. An emotional, rebellious, reckless nigga. Go ahead.
Least his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
So, I mean, that's important, man. But when you got a child, you got to be strict and starved. You can't be, you know what I'm saying, weak and sore and crying niggas. But now, you made a point about the women. I said women, but you know, we can bring it up. Women, they love to bat them eyes at you, especially when they're young. When they're young girls. You know what I'm saying? Especially they try to get over on daddy. You know, you gotta be. If you strict with your son, how much more your daughters? We should tell you about how to be with your daughter. You know, you gotta be rough. You gotta be rough with all your children. As a father, that's the head that you. That's the position you're put in. You're not put in. Just say carpet. It means to cover and pamper. Oh, you see. You ain't supposed to be like that as a man. You know, when they show you that, that's why they took what's his name out of Good Time. Because he wasn't laughing at J.J. Ford. He wasn't laughing at J.J. Ford. J.J. being there goofing around. And nigga ain't got no job. He be ready to knock J.J. ass out. Go ahead.
Yeah, the chapter, because if you don't raise your voice up, or even your children up right, they'll start learning how to be decisive. You know, they'll start learning how to play mom against dad. You know, but if you start them off early, knowing who's in authority, then they know not to go that route of being decisive and trying to get over with one as opposed to another. You know?
Yeah, because of me, I'm gonna hand it right back to you. But because in the households today, the parents are split because there's no order system. I mean, the decision is supposed to be made by the father. But since it's the same man and woman are equal, now they have the opportunity to choose sides.
No, I mean, you hit it right on the head. You know, because when I had my kids, I would tell them no.
Right.
I was the one who made sure that they didn't get what they wanted all the time. Whereas my spouse made sure that they got what they wanted all the time, and the kids knew that. So they would wait either until when I left, you know, to ask mom, or ask me in front of mom, and then create that divisiveness in you know, our relationship. You know what I'm saying? But if you start them off early and let them know who's in charge, then you know you cut back on that.
Yep.
So I got.
Where is all that?
Book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1, it says, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience unto the race that is set before us. It says, verse 2, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and
And
finisher.
you have to run with patience, because patience, during that patience, that time that you're waiting, the Lord is breaking down all those impurities, right? Putting you through those harsh trials to make you new. You know, you're not just sitting here just to be sitting here. The Lord got you here for a reason. You know, every day is a stepping stone to better your character. You know, the endurance is in bettering your character. You as a man, you're chipping off the old guy every day. That's why some shouldn't be sitting twiddling your fucking thumbs. You gotta be working on yourself as a man. You know? There's so much we can work on. Every day is another day to be planted for this, right? Physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. You know? So much for you to work on. So much for you to learn.
You know, as we grew up in this world, you know, our parents failed us, man. They failed us to raise us as a righteous man. You know, they didn't raise us according to the scriptures, man. Even though they may have us in these wicked churches, all right, they didn't abide by the rules that was in the scriptures, man. All right, so now Yahweh Shai is raising us up, you know, with the scriptures, you know, and that's why he's raising up, you know, men on the highways and byways, preaching out this word, and raising up men being that vessel, man, you know, to preach out this word. So it says, verse 2, it says,
now you have spiritual fathers. You've been given spiritual fathers that raised you correctly. That through the spirit of Yahweh Shem. Right? And they're raising their sons just like how the Lord told them they should be raising their sons strict on your ass. Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? Why this brother ain't doing that? Why that brother ain't doing that? Find out what was going on. Strict. Some guys don't like it. Some guys don't like it. They still got that emotional shit. And it's gonna be more and more fallouts out of it. It's gonna be a whole lot. It's coming. As we get closer down to the last weeks, as it gets tighter and harder, more guys are gonna fall out. Better fruit gonna come in. That's fruit that's gonna last. You know, you're not working on yourself. Hey man, you ain't gonna make it. You have stuff. Look along. You can't have stuff. You know, the Lord said He can raise up stones at any moment. He can take one of us out and replace us. You know, take the oil from us. Jake did this and think they just got it. The Lord can snap it out of you just like He put it in. Go ahead, bro.
verse 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith. So Yahweh Shai is that example, man, how we conducted ourselves. It says, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. So the fact that Yahweh Shai, you know, took up his cross, man, rules the reward, man. He was able to sit on the right hand of Yahweh, man. All right, and that's what we're waiting for, to be joint heirs. We have to go through our chastisement, man. It says, verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds. So there's no excuse. Verse 4, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. Verse 5, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. You know, and how do we get rebuked, man? You know, it's either by, you know, chastisement from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, or another brother might get on you, man. You know, the Lord may put it on the spirit to a brother to rebuke you, man. You know, or it may happen in a lesson, you know, or you may read a certain scripture, man, and it may cut you.
On the camp.
Yep. It says, verse 6, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth, man. So we got to go through the chastisement, man. Verse 7.
And see, that's what real family, that's what a real family is. The Lord is showing you what we are as a family. Right? He's showing you what a real brother is, what a real sister is, what a real family is. They don't just love you for your flaws. No, they want you to be better. They don't give a damn if you're upset about it. They're going to get on your ass. They're not going to just let you do what you do just so you can be cool with them. You know? It's not family. It's not love. It is you waxing worse and worse. But just so you don't get mad at me, I'm just leaving you. But these people wanted to be so. So the Lord's going to let them have it. Yeah, have this world. Because this world passed away.
That's right.
So the Lord said this world was made for many. The world to come made for few.
Yeah.
So the ones of us that want to go to that way, we're going to go that way.
That's right.
You want to stay with this shit that you learned here, then stay here. Drink of that cup too. Because now you have made your enemy, you have made yourself an enemy of Yahweh Shemon Shah. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? Right? So going into that, man, you able to endure the trials and tribulation of the Lord, Yahweh Shemon Shah, but you want to be saved good with it. You know, all you have to do is endure and keep the faith, as the scriptures say. It says,
Yeah, so if you was raised a son right now according to those ways, they'll think it's abuse. You know? You gotta whip your son ass. If he does something, tell him like do it, he does it again, that's when you hit him. So he knows, so I can't do that. You know? And you give him that stern look. You know, every time he around Papa, he like, then what makes it even better if you have a wife in the real. Because if he tries to go running, you see what your dad doing? Then the child, man, that's the big.
No leeway.
Back to your father. Gas light.
Now, if you got that type also, oh, the child, you raising a child there.
That's right.
You raising a product right there. That's right.
Come to me after he said that.
You know?
Now you just can't be stern on this. What you instilling in them too? What are you instilling in them? You gotta instill them principles in Yahweh Shemon Shah. Humility, patience, controlling your attitude, right? Charity. So while you're whooping his ass, make sure you instill in the moral principles of Yahweh Shemon Shah, and you'll get a good product. If you can beat his ass, he still doesn't learn shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be instilling stuff in him. That's what the Lord is telling us. While he's whooping our ass, he's instilling stuff in us. He's not just whooping our ass, we learning as we go. I don't even remember the guy who was like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, I don't remember nothing. You know, everything that I like, I eat food different, I like different music, I like different shows, I like going different places, I like doing different things, you know what I'm saying? The truth changes, man. You don't like doing the same shit. You know?
Smells, you know, you like some different smells now.
Yeah, you learn about herbs, fragrances.
I remember when I was in the truth, I used to like the way Black and Miles smelled. I can't stand that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cigarettes. I smoked for 25 years. I can't stand the smell.
Shrimp.
Walk run me out the
Shrimp, I
house.
can't. I don't even know what shrimp. I don't even know what shrimp tastes like anymore.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I can't like. You know how you can think of the flavor.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they taste anymore. Cause you stayed away. You just.
Even just looking at it.
I've been in the truth for a minute, a little
Yeah,
bit.
just nasty. Even just looking at it. It's like, oh, that's the you shouldn't be eating that.
Yeah, man.
I see it all the time on Facebook. Man, people cut it up. And you know what I mean? You know how it is when you dissect it before you take all the meat and stuff. You just look at like all the brains and all the intestines inside. It just look nasty. It's like, bro. Yeah. And they got the yellow mustard. You know, yellow mustard. You know the shit and all that. They cook it. I'm like, bro, come on.
I was in Whole Foods the other night. I'm looking at the sausages. And this one, all the sausages had pork casing, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I found one that didn't have a pork casing. I found one that didn't have casing at all. I'll show you, they don't even have the pork casing. They just do that shit. But they had all the, I said, yeah. I was trying to make me you know, it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread, so I made me a grain bowl with vegetables, corn, sausages. Man, I'm mad as fuck. I'm like, I need something to eat.
It'd be like,
I came up with the perfect idea of a meal. You know what I'm saying? I need this sausage. But I
They got that on with
fucking, y'all
sandwiches,
must
make sure they can manage
know.
them.
But all that shit got pork. It's designed for us to go
you know, like,
go
you
on.
get anything in a sandwich, just to put no
It's
sauce.
designed for us to go on.
See the plain.
Now the demon, now if you was a demon,
None with something. Yeah. So I got to know.
you know what I'm saying? But now we putting your best foot forward is, that's what the Lord wants. You put your best foot forward. Even like, you know what I'm saying? You may look at the back of the ingredient and you don't know what the fuck it is. You do research and you can't really find. You like, damn. Like I got this packet of barley and lentils, right? But the barley, I found out the barley, if it's mixed with water, it's considered laxative. Barley in its natural state ain't, but if it's certain wheats and barleys, if it rises, it's a laxative. So I had to put it back. Because now you know. You're like, yeah, you did research. Don't try that later. See what you seen on Google.
Yeah, we all like that during the side. We be in the store like,
You take a double take.
I'm trying to do myself, but they do it different. You know that.
Food, scan the barcode, back to your
I'll
food.
tell you.
And like, but it's a lot of chemicals that have different names that contain leavening agents. That you really like, you have to go on Google and look it up, and then give you in depth of how it's made. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get enough information, and it seems like, and you know what you do, you stay away from it. You don't, because the demon will tell you, well, I don't know, so I'm gonna just, you know, if you was putting your best foot forward, you would say, well, since I don't know, like right now, I got some shit. I had some shit right there. No. The demons like, I just spent the week eating vegetables, grains, corn, which is what we supposed to eat anyway. Well, that's our heritage.
All eggs.
You know? And that shit fills you up. I had a big ass bowl with grains, vegetables, corn, sausages.
That's like less than 3 months.
You know? My sister, she put fucking, she made some pizza. She had a pizza at the sit on the counter, just smoke coming from her. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking say it, say it. You know?
I made some burgers. Instead of mine, I put it in the left. Wrap around the burger.
One day at work, everybody got popped up.
Yeah.
No, but I remember one.
Passover was over.
I remember this is the testimony from Rose. I remember one Feast of Unleavened Bread one year that they had a partner. I ain't a fucking know. The demon had in my mind to get it with the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Right.
It was early, because it's early in the morning. It's early in the morning, and your brain still fucking.
Register.
Hey, it's donuts in the break room. Right. The damn donut. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
No, kill my. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like when it happens like that, you just repent. Yeah. When it happens like that, you just repent. Don't get you like, oh shit, I ain't gonna make it. Don't do that because you didn't. It happened without you. You know, ain't like you went and said, "Fuck it, I'm getting the donuts." You didn't. It just slipped your mind. Right. You know, so that may happen. But when that happens, you repent. Don't do it again.
Yeah, I threw away a whole dinner. I threw away a whole dinner because I thought the meat was pork. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! Shit! And after that, I fasted and realized it was what meat.
Yeah, kind of.
But
Hey, remember? It's like,
nah, but you know, the fear of the Lord was on. You know.
remember I was down in Richmond to Louis, I think, and we had got the burgers, and we bit into it. We thought it was bacon, but it wasn't bacon. We was mad.
She gave us that
jam, some type of jam.
jam. I think that shit had bacon in it.
Nah, we asked. Remember, we was mad.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, hold up. Like, nah, they ain't no, that's just jam.
And they be looking at us like we crazy. Shit like that happened.
Esau tries to look. I know, not going back to scripture, but I remember one time I just came into the shoe. Well, I just crossed over, and I ordered a Philly cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's, right? I'm tearing it up, right? Like, like, yo, I feel a hard texture, right? I know what I ordered.
Yeah.
I said, I opened this shit up, 2 strips of bacon in it. You know how pissed I was? I wanted to go back and cuss them out. Ain't no bacon supposed to be on a Philly cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's true. That's what they do.
I was hot, yo.
That shit
I mean,
make
I
you
was
mad.
hot the whole day, yo. I was pissed.
But it's to the point now, like you disgusted at that stuff, like you don't even want it in your system.
Right.
Cause you know what it is. You know?
Death.
It tastes good.
You know how people
I might throw up about this. My body hasn't had it in so long. Like if I was to eat shrimp or pork, my body would probably reject it.
What I was gonna say is, you know how people in the world, they go to these fast food restaurants, they mess up their food, they throw the food at the people. You know, that cousin of ours, we was in the world, we probably do some shit like that, but now we just gotta, you know, be humble about it. We just gotta repent. A lot of that does happen.
Yeah, this society loves bacon. This society loves fucking bacon. You know, every breakfast sandwich, you go buy a breakfast sandwich, all got bacon.
All of them.
Or if it don't got bacon on it, the sausage is pork sausage. You can have chicken sausage, you can have turkey sausage.
Biscuits and gravy, that's pork.
You can have all different types of sausages, but all this breakfast sausage is pork.
Jimmy Dean. Used to have the pancake and sausage on the stick, man. I used to love them in the world. Now you ain't no turkey sauce.
Bro, even the little organic companies, because they be having in Whole Foods pork sauce.
Yeah.
Man, I got a turkey sausage from Piggly Wiggly, right? The grocery store. And it was a turkey sausage, but it made me feel sick. You know why? I bet you they was cooking it with the pork sausage. You know what I mean? Something was off about it. I never went back.
They hate me at Jersey Mike because I have them clean the slice
blade.
grill.
Oh yeah.
Clean it. God. Not dead ass because just before I got there, they made somebody else.
You had
sandwich.
pork in that shit.
Clean that shit.
Residue pork residue.
And I'm sitting there and I watch them clean that shit, spray it off. I do it.
I know they be looking at you.
Oh no, man, I make them. And they do it because they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Come.
We ain't need no bum in the school really. We go to kill
That's
them.
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All that seafood shit,
You need turkey.
all that weird ass shit, man. Like, we done with that, man. We gotta die to a lot of veal. And there's so many lawful, delicious foods that you don't eat. You just being a nigga just to eat a
They just cut it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and Papa Kishab, I may say this. I brought this out earlier before camp. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is a beautiful time, to get away from sweets. Because a lot of your sweets have leaven in them.
well, comfort food, period.
Yeah. That's right.
Because when you think about the Lord's feast day, it's really the humble is. A lot of comfort food has leaven. Your pizzas, your burgers, you know what I'm saying, candy, you know what I'm saying? All these comfort foods have leaven. Cookies, you know?
Like I said, when you read the ingredients, man, I'm not surprised, but we know now, but like I said, when you make something, it shouldn't have like 10,000 ingredients on it just to make a cookie or bread. Especially at these convenient, you just go to the store, you look at like, okay, bread and cheese and, something that, you can make homemade. When you look in the back ingredients, like, it's like a whole paragraph of ingredients just to make something, man. That's not right. That's not normal.
Yeah, like if you look at the back of Chips Ahoy's or chocolate Oreos, you got a list of chemicals in the back. But you don't take that much to make fucking cookies. You can make your own cookies at the crib. You don't need all them damn chemicals in it. What's all that bullshit? It's fake food. It ain't real food.
Yeah.
A lot of it is preservative.
Preservatives.
Keep it fresh.
SMG, what do they call it? MSG? Oh, yeah, MSG, whatever.
A lot of people gonna flip their wig during Jacob's trouble because their comforts are gonna be gone. At least if Jake could eat, he did.
Think about the people that's addicted to cigarettes.
Oh, man.
They mentality, when they ain't got a cigarette, they losing. That's when they can't get their hands
That's the
on it.
majority of Americans.
They know, I need a cigarette. My aunt, she don't give her cigarettes and her coffee, she trips.
So all these blunts.
Coffee? Coffee?
These motherfuckers addicted to weed, man. Especially what's in it now.
Especially when they legalize it.
These niggas,
People wait for that.
They gotta have that shit.
People waiting for that
They
shit.
can't function.
I can't function.
Black and mild.
I seen a nigga.
Yeah.
I seen a nigga on the clock at food line. He on his break.
Yeah, it's puff.
Out in the front of food line.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Nigga on his break smoking weed. I said, that's the most unprofessional bullshit. The nigga was in there mobbing when I went in there. I went out, this nigga did.
Yeah.
I said, damn. That was a pre, so you had the pre-roll before you went to work.
Yeah.
This my break one. So when these people ain't, when they don't have that, they gonna lose it. And there's nothing wrong with weed in its natural state. But there's the scripture say moderation and everything. And you're not supposed to smoke anything. So you eat it as a herb. And even with that you have moderation. So that shit has properties in it that it can alter you, man. And you can't be queen of time of being circumspect. You can't be in no fucking goofy ass altered state, sluggish state. You got shit you gotta do. Peas.
That's right.
Well, so
I got
we gonna have hella shit that came that had you sitting right. You know, it's gonna be righteous though.
That's right.
From the earth.
That's right.
Then this enhanced bullshit,
Crack, cocaine.
opioids, painkillers.
Molly and Percocet, you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Percocet.
Candy bars.
Acid.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
Fentanyl.
They look they
Shrooms.
That's a big
That's a
lot
big
of
thing
money.
right now. Shrooms. He had that goofy ass nigga a couple years back.
Oh,
Shrooms
yeah.
is the man.
Oh yeah.
No, nigga, you just like shrooms. Stop trying to make that dumb shit. Goofy ass nigga.
That's the man of that.
Yeah,
Let
funny.
me go back to the original point.
Where you at, man? Nowhere.
Funny.
A lot of people are going to lose it, especially like when this economy collapses. You can't get your money. You can't buy what you need to buy. Yeah. You have a lot of dicks out here trying to buy what they need to buy. Just the cigarettes, the drugs, and this, that, or the other. They're just going to flip their world. Oh, you're cool. Because without this money, how to get this money?
Well, that's what you were saying. Weed, these drugs, liquor, this is their comfort. This is their consuming their comfort. This is our comfort. You know what I mean? Word, that's our comfort. We don't lean on those things, Now, there ain't nothing wrong with having a drink and all that, but you don't drink when you're stressed out. If you're stressed out, you go to the book.
That's right.
The book, or you how about showing how shit.
This is Proverbs chapter. Y'all done or? This is Proverbs chapter
Yeah,
1.
like if you drinking and on some chill, if you drinking on some chill shit, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you drinking on some chill shit, that's different. But if you like every time you got a problem, you run to the bottle, that's an addiction.
You drink it till you pass out. You upside down in the recliner. You be upside down.
You mad at you taking your problems out on everybody else when you get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Every time somebody get around, so it's their fault. You know?
Yeah.
That ain't how you supposed to live, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Zariel.
This is Hebrews 12:7. It says, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh will rebuke.
Especially if you amongst people, that's another thing. When you amongst people, what's the way you're supposed to carry yourself? Some shit that you can do by yourself, with no one around, is acceptable. You by yourself. Fuck, you wanna look like an asshole by yourself, look like an asshole. But when you around people, what's the way you're supposed to conduct yourself? You go to somebody's crib, you a drunkard, fighting, showing your ass. That's a nigga, man. Every time you around me, it's all about you. You don't let nobody else get a word in. Soon as somebody start telling you about their life, you don't want to hear it, but you want everybody to hear your life. Go ahead.
Hebrews 12:7. Ye endure chastening, Yahweh will rebuke as for sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? Verse 8. But if ye do without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons? So that just goes to show you that we must go through things to enter into the kingdom, man. You know, you got brothers out here prophesying in the cold, man. You know, especially in the summertime when that heat come out, man. You know, hey, the Lord is doing his precious work on us, man. You know, girding us up to be true men of the Lord.
Yeah, everybody listen to Heat, man.
Yeah,
That last some.
Hey, remember we had, hey, I remember that one year we had Purim. What high holy day was it? We had the fast. Atonement? Day of Atonement, and we had the camp out here. You don't remember? And we were standing here, man. It was so brutal, man. It was like 104, I believe, and it was cooking. And we, you know, we can't have no water, man. Man, we was going through it, man. Woo, it was hot.
Okay, come on. No, I just want to back up where about, you know, being.
Only had one day of atonement. These brothers, this was years back. Him and Karab season. It was one day of atonement. I was seeing double. I literally
Them
had
last 2 hours.
since then.
Yes.
Oh, you got to sit down?
Nah, it was like I feel like I was spirit man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
them last 2 hours.
Them brothers saw them brothers say, oh, make it, bro. Nobody could spirit, bro.
I was hurting too, man. Boy, I had to get going, bro.
Word, bro. It's a big word, bro.
Crushing cheeks.
God, this is a Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5, and it says, "A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsels." Man, and that's what we doing, man. That's what we you know what I mean, that's what we attain unto wise counsels, man, by listening to this word, man, listening to brothers, man. You know what I mean? By understanding about, you know, about not what to eat, about how to conduct ourselves as being men, just being wise, man. You know, fearing the Lord, man, doing things that we're not supposed to do. Like I said, use our quote unquote judgment of discerning, man, about, well, I'm not sure about eating at this, well, I'm gonna just be on the safe side, just not eat it at all, man. Just be on the safe side instead of just risk it, man, because, you know what I mean, hey, but, you know what I mean, there could be a test of trouble, man, where you may be hungry, you think it's just something to eat, you know, but you know that your mind should be eating that. It may be as entertaining, but you do it anyway, man, you know. Like I said, every day we come out here, like I said, how I was in Bible was even through the world, you know what I mean? I mean, daily. Hey, man, hey, we being tested, man, you know, whether through faith or whatever, man, you know. But at the same time, though, you know, I mean, we're supposed to build up our knowledge, so that way we have the experience, but, you know, about how the way we should handle it, man, through wisdom. You know, like I said, even in the time of Jacob's trouble, we're going to have to use wisdom, man. You know, our faith is going to be at an ultimate high, man. You know what I mean? That's why the brother talking about, he said, what? Through this world, like the brother said, this world right here is many, but the next world that we're going to is going to be for few, man. You know, Scripture says what many are called, few are chosen, man. And I mean, we're being tested every day, man. And that's why what we said before, that's why we persuade men by the fear of the Lord, man, because what we fear, man. You know, and like I said, one of the ways, like I said, to increase learning, man, is just by reading the scriptures or, you know, asking brothers for advice, man. Like I said, Proverbs, man, you know, or these other books. Going back to verse 7, and here's the point: the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and hate instructions, man. That's what the 2/3 are, man. They fools and they despise the wisdom, instruction of this word, man. You know, when they hate this word, they ultimately hate Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and they also hate us, man. That's why they despise us. That's why when we convict them through this word, they feel ashamed, they feel embarrassed, they hate us, they want to get rid of us, man. You know, which is going to happen, man. Just like our prophets before. What happened to them? They got stoned, they got hanged, you know. Hey, they became martyrs, man. So how much more this time, man? You know, where we should be ridiculed, lied upon, bearing false witness. Especially in the internet today, you know what I mean? They could put you in, you know what I mean? They could put a different body, you know, with your face with a different body nowadays, man. So who knows what, you know what I mean? Because, hey, the scripture says what? Time and technology shall be increased, man. As you can see, technology is increasing, man. So what they at least got, you know what I mean? They already got years ahead of technology, what they got now, man.
We really supposed to be locked in, man, because this stuff happens. You can wake up tomorrow, some shit happens, man. It's like with that bank situation. Yeah. You literally can wake up and shit, you can't get your money out of the bank. You know?
Yeah,
We on an any-day basis now. I keep saying that, like, you know, you can't wait until something happens to get right.
verse.
I know, man. I'm sick of looking at these fucking people.
God, and it says, I'm gonna read it again. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You know, and that's the point, man. You know,
Get instruction. Fools despise instruction. Being instructed, being taught.
how to be a man, how to conduct yourself, etc., etc.
Who are you to tell me about myself?
I'm grown as men. Y'all have men leading y'all.
Yeah.
I'm my own man. I can't even break down Genesis 1 verse 1.
It ain't bugged up.
I got that Revelation 12:12. You can show somebody hold. I don't know if you want it.
I got the Revelations. Second Ezra 15.
Man, it ain't bugged up. I ain't watch some shit. Ain't terrible. But
Book of
that's why
Second
it's-
Ezra, chapter 15.
false prophet. Shut up. You got the righteous.
In verse 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yeah, that's the time that we're coming in, fastly approaching. That's what the prophets are telling you that's about to happen. We're saying before that you're going to see these neighborhoods empty, you know, deserted. Majority of you are going to be thrown in camps, you know, put in safe zones, safe areas. Cities are going to be deserted, empty, you know. You're going to have select cities that's up and running with power, running off generators, big ass generators. And they're gonna leave other cities just without nothing, you know, because all of America ain't just gonna be just lights out, no man's. You know, it's gonna be select areas. You know what I'm saying, throughout each state, you know, you have areas of safety, you know. Go ahead, bro.
It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, your bridges, your tunnels, all right, your tolls, those are going to become checkpoints, all right? You're going to be shut off from travel. Well, you ain't going to be able to drive nowhere any damn way. Cars ain't going to be operating. Ain't going to be no gas if your car was operating, you know? As soon as something major happens, people going to run and get all the gas that there is.
We've seen that.
I mean, Edomites that's doing that too.
Yeah, right. Even if you got gas, where you gonna go? And they show you that in the first episode of the last one. He's driving. Where everybody else trying to get the fuck on too. We're the only one that got noticed that all hell broke loose. Now you stuck in traffic. You ain't going nowhere. That shit, now your gas running low. Nah, man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. You just done, man. Prepare for judgment. Prepare to die. Best thing for you to do is just die. You know, it's time for you to die. You know, just come to grips with it. Don't try to fight it. You gonna make it worse. You know? That's what's gonna make it so bad. Y'all gonna be trying to save y'all life, but the scripture say he that should seek to save his life shall lose it. That's what's gonna make it so bad for you. You gonna run to this and stay prepared. There's something snake bites you. It's gonna make it worse. You keep trying to just die.
Just like that.
You get your judgment, right? You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall
Notice
be
it said
afraid.
the cities.
That's a classic.
You on the countryside, you know what I'm saying? You all right. You away from the metropolitan areas, man.
Yeah.
You know? You got these people out there in the woods, country, running on, they got their own generators. They got fucking storage of water that can last. They got a 5-year supply of water.
He said 5 years.
Oh shit! If you are in the woods, you got your own. You might have your own well.
God.
You got people with their own well. So they got an endless supply of fresh water. They probably got a filter. You know what I'm saying? They get the air, filter their water. They got a year, 5 years supply of food. Look at them dudes they prepping. They prepping for years. They're like, I got years worth of this. Years worth of this.
And they still doing
I
it
figure
too.
if I'm underground for 10 years, I'll get like they ready. Like, they ready.
Things get bad.
You
So I
know?
remember talking to Edom, like, whatever. He said,
You niggas,
I'm gonna be here.
if you had any wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You go get grab some of them $1 canned beans. Just start smoking up, bro. You would just go to the store every time you were in the store. You would get that fucking Oreos, man, and Lucky Charms.
He's smart too. You know, if you
Every time you get pills, you should take a little extra.
pick me up.
Because you never know, something may happen. It might not be
So he
the
don't
nukes, it might not be Jacob's trouble, but just a natural disaster. You know, something, you know, some fast. So, you want to be down and out.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, everything's by faith. But yeah, man, you gotta use some wisdom to get something. You know, basic shit. You can fucking see in the dark.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna have fucking infrared vision. Fucking the Lord just gonna give you the superpowers. Ah, man.
It says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Now, of course, we ain't on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't gonna save you. You know, you don't know what you're gonna be when all hell breaks loose. You know what the Lord gonna put you through. You know, it's wise to have something. Go ahead, bro.
And then put so much you can carry.
Yeah, as long as it
Nah,
makes
that's
you
right.
good.
Like I said, all you need is a bag. So we can get bread.
Then if you in a neighborhood with people, that's the worst place to be. Calling yourself prep. You in a neighborhood, you next door with niggas.
Yeah.
Now, if you, like I said, if you in the wilderness, or you out in the countryside, you miles away from other people, you know, of course you prep as much as you want. But you right next door neighbor, them next door, looking your blinds and shit.
You're in the apartment complex.
Yeah, you call yourself prepping. Them niggas busting through your shit, man. That's about it, man. Go ahead.
It says, because of the lack of bread and for great
Your
tribulation.
apartment, your closet, you open your closet door and just can.
Right.
A big hole in the wall in your neighbor's
Right,
apartment.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come
taking
on,
your
man.
shit.
You taking your shit, man. Henry, what the fuck is on my shoulder, man? Go ahead, bro.
I think that was it on that. Unless you...
Yeah, keep going.
It says, verse 20, behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them.
Yeah, you just talking about that because that's going to lead to World War III. But that's why you see the Euphrates drying up.
Yeah.
They say the Euphrates River them drying up. To prepare the way of the kings of the east. That's right. So that's prophecy jumping off the page. So we're close. We're very close. Because if the Euphrates already dried up, that means that angel has done his job. That's right.
That's scary. That's scary.
So you can get Revelation 12 now because now we know why Esau is moving so fast.
This is the book of Revelation, verse 12.
The 2030 agenda. Now just because they say 2030 don't mean they're going to wait to 2030. They starting now.
Done.
They they want the whole earth changed by 2030. That's right. You know what I'm saying? They want the fucking robots and androids and half humanoids and, you know what I'm saying? And half the population depleted.
Right.
You know? That's what they want by 2030. But they starting now. It's a process to get to that. Remember, this motherfucker trying to take control over every fucking thing. It's a process to that. It leads up to that. Go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 12 reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Whoa, a wicked ass, crazy ass, psychotic, demented demon has control over the earth. He can't be satisfied. Right?
Yeah.
Get Habakkuk. He can't be satisfied. He's insatiable. His greed knows no end.
Yeah.
He has all the tangible wealth. He has all the power. He even can control the minds of the people. He control the music you listen to, what you see on the TV, what you read in the newspaper. Let's say you
Fuck it, I don't watch TV.
well, what you read in the newspaper, he control.
Right.
He control the newspaper companies, food corporations. He control all this stuff, man. The energy prices, gas, electricity. He controls all that. But you niggas ain't got no say in that. Control your gas, control your
No,
electricity.
that's disrespectful.
Since you're free and got power. Manipulate them gas prices, nigga.
Which are going up.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, all this, man, hey, it even says that, you know what I mean, that it says that all the stuff that we, you know what I mean, that, you know what I mean, that we get taxed on and stuff like that, man, we supposed to get it for free, man. You know what I mean? Internet, electricity, that's free. But like you said, y'all was a power, and now, like I said, you can charge you for it, man. You know, and on top of that, there's tiers to it. Well, you can get a low level one for that, right? But you want the best of the best, you got to pay a little bit more money.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Reads, behold, his soul which is lifted up behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, it ain't up right there. Right? His soul is all bouncing around up in there. You know, it's sporadic. You know, he has no righteousness in him. You know, he's self-willed. Right? Whatever he wants, that's what he does. You know, pedophilia, homosexuality, bestiality. He does it all. And he teaches the rest of the people to be so. And all these people got some weird ass fetishes that they do that's against the ways of Yahweh Shalom Shalom. Now, if you like pretty feet and you like sucking on toes, that's your business. But if you like fucking with little boys, now you going on. If you like your dog, you know, climbing up on you, you going off.
Yeah.
You got a whole cabinet full of peanut butter.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't told brothers, my father and his friends used to do physical, a lot of side jobs, and they got cool with this Edomite one time, right? And I seen him one day, we used to have little cookouts, and I was like, son, ain't right with it, right? So then he just disappeared out nowhere. So I asked my father, I was like, Pop, what happened to such and such? He said, man, he went missing for a week. We went in the house and he was sitting there laid up, greased up with his Rottweiler. He was drunk as hell, laid out, had the Rottweiler greased down in Vaseline. Ass naked. You know what I mean? But that's me. I said, well, there goes my answer.
Yeah, for real.
But
shit.
if I could get this real quick, this is Malachi 1 and 4 says,
Make
whereas,
sure to go back to that health food.
oh, you went back, no, sit up. Yeah, it's been one.
I mean, you can get medical.
Yeah, this is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. That's right. He's never going. This man's never going to get right because the Most High made him that way. He's the border of wickedness.
Yeah, people are figuring out the common denominator on the earth. The problem is Esau.
That's right.
And you got all these Edomite analysts complaining about the problems in the economic system. Motherfucker, who's doing it? It's you motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
You're the reason the earth is fucked up.
Yeah.
Y'all took control over every goddamn thing. The Brexit, and all this shit. That's European bullshit, man. Y'all are the problem. So miss us with y'all crying and shit, man. Because if y'all wasn't hurting, y'all wouldn't give a fuck about us. If y'all wasn't feeling the same pain, you average Edomites, y'all wouldn't give a damn about the state that we in. If they gave y'all a piece of the pie. So miss us with the bullshit, man.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also, because he hath transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death.
Yeah, he's insatiable. He can't be satisfied. He gets everything and then he just wants more. You know? Now he wants you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You completely. He wants your soul, your spirit. Why? There ain't no reason. He just wants it. You know, and then when if he was to get that, he would want some more.
Heck.
You know? That's why the Lord had to give him bounds that he cannot pass. Because he wants to go to space, the depths of space, search out other planets. He wants to search the depths of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got deep sea divers. That's their job. To search out the depths of the walking on the ocean. Oh my gosh! Oh. Nigga died. Nigga died. And they don't report it.
Yeah.
How many deep sea divers have died that they ain't report?
And if they can't reach them bounds that the Lord restricted them from, they're gonna deceive you like they did.
Yeah.
For how long people really thought people was on the moon? You know, he's truly the deceiver. You know.
Yep. Yep.
And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against
That's why
him?
China said, look, man, keep that westernized propaganda over there. Our men need to be we need our men to be strong during these times. We in a time of war. We need our men to be strong. We need these men looking like fucking goofballs, man. That's why you look at them South Korean niggas, they controlled by America. North Korea not, but South Korea is. So you look at South Korea, them niggas are feminized. K-pop groups. They dance. You got the Justin Bieber haircuts. But you go to North Korea, they on some warriors, you know what I'm saying? But America, people into the war people. They go to your land and take half of your country. How the fuck you got South Korea? That's supposed to be they the same people. That's it.
That's why. It's like,
But you go over there, it's like you walking in New York City.
and that's why, where they was fighting, right? Like before, they're supposed to be one nation until America came and back South Korea. That's why they separate.
And gave them money. Giving them all their goddamn money and attention. Fuck you, Amy. Now they want against their brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's madness, man. No, when we get in the kingdom, Am gonna be with Am. Ain't we no North Am and South Am. Am gonna be with Am. You're gonna get the land that the Lord allotted Am to get. You know?
And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
And that, what have you increased that's not yours? The earth. Right? Now, you did get a blessing that you should get the fatness of the earth, but you took it way too far, man. Right? You enslaved the Israelites. You took the wealth of the Israelites. You took the identity of the Israelites. And now you trying to take the glory from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. You want to be known as God. You want to be known as I am. You want everybody to worship you. Worship the image of the beast. Take your mark. Glorify you. Honor you. That's why the scripture say he sitteth in the temple of the Most High like he is Most High. You want to be the Most High. You can't go to them central bank families and tell them anything. Man. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Some of us got old money. Old money. Passed down from centuries ago, man. Going back to the Borgia family.
Yeah.
It's really the Rothschilds go back to the Borgia family and change their name. They got that old. You can't tell them nothing. They ain't worked a day in their life. They don't know what work is. They think they're gods, bro. Go ahead, bro.
How long?
These motherfuckers have created wars, man.
Great.
2 so far.
Yeah, got me what about it?
They have created wars, finance, right?
Millions of murder. It's like millions of deaths, man. Millions of deaths, man.
They
Blood on their hands.
They feel like they're gods.
Okay.
And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Yeah, you're gonna be spoils, bro. You gonna call for everything that you stole. Right? You in the real court of justice. We ain't going to your court. Because if we went to your court, you wouldn't play for it. We in the court of Yahweh Shema Shah. Right? And we witnessing against your ass. And we telling every damn thing. Fuck that snitching shit. You supposed to tell what's going on. We telling everything to Yahweh Shema Shah about your ass. Even the brothers that passed away are up there telling on your ass.
That's right.
Scripture said they up there saying, Lord, how long until you avenge our blood that this nigga doing on the earth? The accuser of the brethren, you the accuser. We were just talking about how you put pork in every damn thing. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood.
Yeah, you go throughout India, Philippines, Thailand, South America, this nigga there. Haiti, you try to go on a vacation, this nigga there. All the food is great. He up there with a big ass belly, some open toe sandals, dirty ass white tee. The food is great. You should try it. I can't escape this nigga. enjoying the fatness of the earth.
Yeah, you go to Churchill in Richmond. Churchill used to be the hood. Nothing but cheap. Go over there now. Eat all through that joint with his windows open. No curtains, you know, he don't never have no curtains.
Yeah.
You find
You see all
everybody
of
see
the
his
crib.
business. So like you said, no matter where you go, he's going to be there. So somewhere lavish, he's going to be there. In the hood, you know, because they gentrifying everything. You know, he's going to be there. This is not our rest, you know what I mean?
You on the plane, this nigga sit right beside you.
What about the bathroom? What?
Shit.
What he do in the
He
bathroom?
come right next to your stall.
Yeah, it'd be 12 stalls. You the only one that he come and walk right next to you. You know?
Yeah, for what?
Hey, how you doing? Who the fuck want to be talked to while they
You know?
messing?
He trying to get into something.
Yep.
I want to feel fuck my wife.
Yeah, he trying to look at your PC.
Let me go stand next to him. Start a conversation. Hey, what's your football team?
Yeah.
He's funny.
You know?
Awkward time. You want to stand right next to your nigga.
Yeah,
That's funny.
weird.
Yo, he's funny, man.
But why is that such a big thing though? That it has to be very common. Everybody, their mama gotta be doing it because that's a big thing. You know, that cold that is a huge community.
Yeah.
So it has to be damn near every other motherfucker eating money with a Jake friend and let him fuck his wife.
You know, I just thought, Salaki, out of all the nations, who's the nation known that can't cook and they food the plans? Yo, the Lord give you little pointers of who He is, yo. Straight up, yo, because they can't cook at all. They will be raw, bloody. Come on,
Just
man.
So the only thing they can throw down on is meat.
Right.
Quiche. This shit is quiche.
He can grill. He can grill master out his ass. He can grill his ass for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just he like eating his food like that. But if you tell him to cook it your way, that nigga throw it there.
Oh yeah, don't forget he a hunter too. You know how to hunt.
He'll get mad at me.
You know how to hunt.
Scripture say Isaac loved Esau meat. He was cooking that shit right. He like to eat it nasty because he's a fucking nasty motherfucker.
And you know how to hunt.
That nigga will eat it raw. If you watch that show, what's that show, Alone?
Yeah.
Motherfucker eating squirrels to survive.
Oh man.
And the nigga, one episode, the nigga had got his stomach out. They had the flag. This nigga about to down the show for eating squirrels. Because you gotta hunt to survive, and there wasn't no food coming back. And it was getting cold, he was like, yo, I don't know. So the only thing he could catch was squirrels in his traps. Squirrels and bunnies. And there's only so much meat on bunnies. So the nigga hit squirrel, nigga fight. He throwing up his insides. They had to go get this nigga off the fucking. They had to, or he would die on the show. I said, let that nigga die, fucking idiot.
Let him learn.
Eat a fucking squirrel.
Yeah, kind of.
Never came.
But he'll but he'll eat anything.
Hey, look at relax so much. They'll be eating. I mean, at times, you know.
They say book is like the same consistency.
That's why I was like, you don't trust the YouTube people. People still fall for it. But you know how they get them females and shit.
Verse 8. Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people that have sinned against thy soul.
Yeah, people don't even know their nationalities.
And has sinned against thy soul.
Yeah, people don't even know their nationalities. He has cut everybody off from their heritage. If you ain't on the eastern part of the world, you don't know who the fuck you are. If you over here in the western part, you barely know who you are unless your foreparents immigrated and told you where your lineage stuff from. But that's mainly Edomites that know that shit. Oh, I'm from Germany. I'm from Spain. You Israelites don't know a damn thing about your heritage. Y'all shit, most y'all can trace y'all shit back to the slave port. What slave tribe you came from? You know? I'm from Ashanti. The Gad. I'm Cherokee. You know? They don't let you trace far back as being a Hebrew Israelite. Which the Native Americans, all they was speaking broken Hebrew anyway. They were speaking broken Hebrew. You know, speaking that Hebrew, man. They try to make you sound like it's gibberish. They were speaking some strange language never heard of before. Pull up out of here, fucking devil. And those are offspring of the devil. Hate scenes in college pretty much, man. They the worst. They do blackface. They had these parties do blackface. Dress up like Keisha with braids. They all do it. You know? Do it.
Verse 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood, and establishes the city by iniquity. Behold,
home of the brave, land of the free, America, bloody, wicked. Don't nobody give a fuck. That's why they all gonna die.
Land of the slaves.
They gonna die because they don't care. They don't care about what happened over here. Let it be bygones, let it be done in the past. You know? If I rape and slaughter your family, you just gonna let it go? You a fool.
That's disrespect to your ancestors.
I look at you as a fool. I'm talking about your immediate family right now. If I go to your loved ones, let's say you had a love for, you got children and wife, you know, and I slap you, and I rape them and slaughter you in front of you, and then you say, I'm not gonna give you, I'm letting it be the past. Damn
Non-violent, non-violent.
I would have killed him at that point.
You a damn fool, man.
King rap.
You was an idiot.
Bust him upside his head with a rock.
Well, I never actually said that in person. So it really happens.
And then Esau used it on you. Yeah, if your enemy slap you on the cheek, give him the other cheek to slap. Nigga, they ain't talking about you. You an Edomite.
You can't slap immediately.
You ass going into slavery, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Because he used the scriptures in our ignorance. Love thy master. You know? Love, love, love. Go ahead, bro.
verse 13. Behold, is it not of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as the waters covers the sea.
And then why is that? Because the prophet was pushing his word out through the four corners of the earth that you have guys come up. Why you think he came up to himself? What he said?
He said oxen.
Praise to the Most High.
Praise to the
Yeah,
Most High.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why do you think he know that? Because of the Hebrew Israelites. He put in that work. He probably just woke up probably again. Probably just found out again. Which he ain't woke up to that. I don't even call that waking up. He just found out that the so-called black people, Israelites. Where is that though? The prophets been putting in that work.
Oh, he said yeah, so you know what they say.
Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem.
You know what they say.
Verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Verse 16. Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
How people driving buses. Like, come on, man. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Work at the lowest places at these jobs. Minuscule jobs.
Fighting for pay raise. Come on.
If you want to stay here, you bug the fuck out, man. Death is better than this existence. Because you ain't living, you just existing. You know? Fucking working the 9 to 5. What are you doing? What are we doing? We ain't doing shit. If you ain't in this truth serving the Lord, what are you doing? You just existing.
Dying slowly.
You working a fucking 9 to 5. Nothing, doing nothing.
Just working, paying bills. Same routine.
I'm waiting for your pension, retirement.
10 years.
It's not happening at you till you at the job.
You
It's
can be
next
fired.
man up, you know?
Waiting for your fucking retirement. And all you Jakes wait for your retirement. Now y'all done missed out on that. Nigga, we at the end. This day is over. You know, you got them old ass Jakes in the left the country. They with a young Filipino girl. They said, I can't blame them though. I can't blame them. They can do what you gotta do. And all you Jakes rapping in this fucking world thinking that it's still the heyday of America. You gonna get your college degree and do shit. Nigga, this shit
You
over.
think about it, actually, they're not really cool. Like,
Let's go and wrap it up, man.
All right, let's finish this out.
they get average chicks.
The cup of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Shame should cover thee. That's what Obadiah says. Shame should cover thee. You know? So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Lord, we'll be back out here next weekend. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem HaKadosh. The brothers to our teachers, the elder apostles, the great millstone, Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Wafla B'War.
Wafla B'War.
Shalom.
Shalom.